So sorry, y'all.
That was hilarious.
Okay, so let me explain.
Okay, hey y'all.
Okay, so like, I didn't even have to say nothing. Okay, I'm sorry.
No, I didn't do anything.
The lies you tell. Okay, so let me explain. Before I had clicked going live, there was a whole bunch of commotion going on in the background on Lady D's side, and she said, her husband's taking care of something he doesn't know. She doesn't know what. I said, well, it sounds like it might be plausible deniability. Maybe he doesn't want you to know what, because there were some extracurricular sounds, and I was like, okay, so we're about to go live and do the thing, and then right when I clicked the go live, there was this loud, huge, crumbling boom that happened.
Sorry.
So yeah, I'm sorry. Just y'all know we're easily entertained.
That was funny. That's what that was.
Oh boy,
we are not committing murders. He's just in the kitchen.
I'm not asking no questions. Nope.
That's funny.
Oh goodness. Okay, so hello, lovely chat room folks. Let's see. We had JD stopped in earlier to give some love. Appreciate you, bruv. Thank you. Lady Sydney is in. Lady Casey House Laura Bridge is in the spot. Lady Seaway is over here. Always lovely to see you. Sydney finally making it to her live. Always great to see you, love. Santavia was good, sis. Let's see who else we got in here. I think I saw Ron's name over here earlier. Oh, J-Town's in the house. Hey, Tony. Yep, and there's my boy. What's going on? Oh, man. Yes, we are off with the shenanigans, man. Look, this ain't your first time here. You know how it is. Oh, man. So, yes, and everyone showing love to everyone in the chat and the ladies. Right. See, she did. See, trying to deny what was going down.
I didn't do anything.
Imagination realm was good. All right, so here we are. Look, I ask you no questions, tell you no lies, okay? No. Anywho's had a last minute cancellation earlier today, so our backup guest Will is on her way. Hopefully everything checks out because the interwebs be messing up where it should be at sometimes. So we're going to go ahead and get started. So we're at episode 3 at this current junction. A few years have gone by, and I actually really, really like how they're doing the pacing. I really was hoping they wouldn't do a whole bunch of filler stuff, and they really haven't done that much filler this season. They just been keeping it pushing.
I'm appreciating it. Come on.
And they're doing the time jump so well. It's like, well, it's his second name day, so it's been roughly about 3 years that's gone by, and little Aegon's celebrating his birthday, and there's already another baby in the queen's belly. So since we don't have a guest, I'm gonna go ahead and push out first.
Go ahead.
Y'all know how we always do. We put some plot points out. We don't do every beat for beat going through the episode, and I think it's a little more fun this way. I like how we usually flow. So I'm gonna put my points out there. A few more than normal that I have here. Your wishes are irrelevant, sir. Let me tell you how much of an asshole you are. Actually, see.
Okay, so all right, I'm muted. I'm just muting.
That sounded like there was about to be a see what had happened was. Oh man. Anyway, look, J-Town, Tawny, don't ask no questions, man.
Listen.
Plausible deniability. Don't ask no questions. We don't know. Imagination, you said the pacing was throwing you off at first? Really?
I enjoyed every ounce of that.
We're not staying in any of the early stuff years too bad.
We're keeping it moving. I mean, they've got so much to tackle that they can't like do 2 weeks from now, 3 weeks from now, a month from now. They got to be like, listen, we got to bam, 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 bam.
Exactly.
Bam.
Like this is the setup. This is the setup season, and I don't think they want to spend more than one season with the full setup. But they also can't just give us a super chop cropped plot scenarios in how they set this up. So I think they're doing decently. You know, first we got that 6 month jump. Now it's a few years. Next time, I do believe by episode 4,
we're gonna get the older versions.
We're gonna get the older actresses in. So that I think that's the pacing is going well because we got 10 episodes total to get through, I believe. So yeah, I'm here for all of this.
And I'm gonna miss them. Let's talk about that. I'm gonna miss these. I'm gonna miss them
because they are setting up the older actresses so well with these parts.
Oh,
they really are.
Like Renera is doing so well. The actress Millie, she's doing so.
I'm gonna miss her. I really am.
I just feel for her, and her face is not helping me not feel for her. You know what I'm saying? Like every time I see her, she just looks so goddamn sad, and I'm like, baby, stop messing with her. Leave her alone. That's what I feel like. Like, just leave her alone. So I am enjoying that.
Yeah, I think 10 episodes is too few.
Oh boy, that's what I just said. Like, what are we gonna do, y'all, when this is over? What are we gonna do?
Yeah, me and Meeks were talking before we started. Like, what are we gonna do? I'm gonna be bored on Sundays again. I don't
go back to contemplating the heat of soup, the temperature of soup.
All right. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Hey, Miss Ozo, awesome, lovely to see you. Long time. Thanks for coming in.
So frustrating.
It is, but yeah, your wishes are irrelevant. Look here, Viserys. You don't get to be popping off with all this nonsense. Especially with all the fuck shit you've been doing. Like, you really over here trying to play this little girl.
Repeatedly.
Like she doesn't have a head on her shoulders. You actually talking, and it actually summed up pretty well with the conversation in the Godswood. You know, the king wishes for us all to be together.
I don't give a fuck. Sorry.
So is that his order? Well, it doesn't. It is, but
okay. Then
you know what? Fuck that. Okay. Yes, my queen. It doesn't have to be. No.
Yeah, it does, bitch. It doesn't have to be this way.
Allison, you don't get to do that. Okay. This is not your bestie no more. Not while you fucking her dad. What the hell were y'all thinking? It's y'all hid this shit for 6 months, and then you sprung it on her.
I don't think there's no green here. We're all black.
There's no way for you to give any type of good to this now. No way at all. Obviously, she's still gonna be pissed at you, and you refusing to see that. And Viserys is just fucking delusional.
But they can't for shit.
You know what? Imagination. It is low key. You're not my mom energy, but also, bitch,
you're not my mom.
I'm probably only like 2 months older than you, so fuck you.
Like, for real, you're not my mom.
I don't give a fuck how many kids you give my daddy. We don't fuck with each other like that no more. Stop talking.
No, we don't. We're not friends.
I don't give a fuck.
Friends. The moment y'all set this up and y'all ain't tell me beforehand was the moment that this shit was done. They could have salvaged this whole relationship just by taking her aside and being like, I do not want to blindside you, but this is where we're going. All right, I'm gonna need you to give you some time to get used to it. You know what I'm saying? She was already accepting that, yeah, he has to remarry, blah, 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 whatever.
if you didn't, and the only thing that they proposed that she could see was Lena. So she made herself get in the right headspace for that. Okay, I'm going to be a ruler. So yeah, I need to be looking at this shit with my big girl pants on. And she moved on. But then you came at her sideways with this shit. Both of y'all. And to find out that it was going on for so very long, when both of y'all had ample opportunities to talk to her, how did you expect her to act? You can't be surprised that she's like this. So it is what it is. It is what it is. I mean, the truth, what's going on? Welcome, welcome. Okay, second point. I'm high-fiving House Strong real big. Because Lionel is the only motherfucker on the small council besides Corley speaking sense.
Come on, sense.
Your Grace, I counseled you about this little girl from House Valerion a few years ago, and you didn't listen. So, I mean, if you want to maybe try to get all these birds with one stone so everybody ain't mad at you, maybe you should propose this to Rhaenyra and you get her with Eleanor. And then House Valerion might not be looking at you with the side eye all the time anymore. He's a decent dude. Your daughter might be happy with that. I mean, have you considered talking to her about it?
Come on.
And the thing that really got me is, this is when we know Viserys is starting to get in his cups. He was starting to pop off. He was starting to pop off, talking about, oh well, let me guess. You want your eldest son? What the hell is it? The spear breaker or some shit?
Bone breaker or something?
What the fuck his name is? To be her partner. And he was like, well,
he was like, no.
You flatter me, Your Grace. That's not actually what I was thinking. Here's what my thoughts were: A, B, C, D. And Viserys was like, oh.
That's all he got.
Like, you could tell he was tired, and he felt so relieved because he walked down the steps, and again he's swaying a little bit.
He was ready for some action. You know what I'm
saying? Pats him on the shoulder and looks at him, shakes his head a little bit, and then walks off. Like, yeah, maybe you should have taken his advice a few years ago.
You wouldn't be where you are.
You wouldn't be where you are right now, being a dumbass.
I'm like, you're a king. You could have had
bones. Thank you.
There you go. I'm like, somebody with some bones. I'm like, snapping fingers, something. I was like, I don't know what's happening. He broke something. But I'm like, you could have just, if you would have fixed your face, like if you would have just fixed your face and been like, okay, I'm going to take the high road. I'm going to go ahead and do the thing that everybody wants me to do, which is kind of sort of get with this little chicken over here, even though she's 12. And then I'm going to still have my girl in the back over here giving me the other things. You could have done that. You're the king. You can do what you want to do.
You're the king.
You can do what you want to do.
You have no balls, Viserys. This is your problem.
Yeah,
you literally have no balls to buck up on anything until you get some alcohol in your system and you get in your cups.
Then he'd be forgetting he missed 2 fingers. He forgot he ain't got 2 fingers. He's like, listen, I'm gonna tell y'all right now, like he already in the point position, like what you finna do is with his fingers missing.
I will say though, I'll give him a slight bit of props. Again, we only got to this point because he was drunk. But when fucking Lannister
fuck that guy
came up. Also, fun fact, I didn't find this out until earlier today on Twitter. That's the same motherfucker. Y'all remember fucking Sir Hugh? The asshole that got killed in like season 1 of Game of Thrones. When Ned first got to King's Landing and he sent Jory out to talk to people about what happened with John Aaron. The motherfucker that was trying to pop off at Jory, like, well, if Lord Stark wants to talk to me, he can come get me. That's the same motherfucker that plays him and his twin that's on the South Council.
I kept looking at him like, he's so familiar. Like, why does he look so familiar? I can't figure it. I was Googling and everything, and I'm like...
I didn't notice until I was told. And I was like, holy shit. Like, okay, you know what? The punchable face. I could see why they cast him.
Yes, it's real punchable. And I hate that dude. He just him and his brother is not so bad because his brother's about that working thing. But that Jason,
you actually thought you could bag a bad bitch like Rhaenyra? Clearly you were not paying attention, and Rhaenyra read his ass for filth.
Come on.
And you know what? it's funny as it's even more funny because Viserys looked right at him like, first of all, what was he really supposed to be impressed because you gave him a fucking pike as a present?
Even before all of that, when he was standing there trying to talk to him and he saw him looking at Rhaenyra, he was just like,
right, like, boy, what you doing?
he was just like, oh, this is it.
Like, come on, bro. Come on, bro. Stop the madness. Stop all of the fucking madness right now.
I was livid during that whole entire part when I saw he was a Lannister. I just kept saying the North remembers.
Look,
I don't fucking know Lannisters around here. The North remembers. Okay, I know this is in the past, and we got.
It doesn't matter. They was on some fuck shit.
The North remembers, and I don't like your whole asses. And they got regular ass names. His name is Jason and Jonathan.
Jason.
I can't remember what the other one is. Tywin.
I don't remember. That's how much I don't pay attention to.
Like, it's not Tywin, but it was something similar to that. I'm like, this dude's name is Jason. I was like, where's a Jeremy? You got like
John Tylen or something?
Yeah, something like that.
I think it's Tylen.
Jackson. I'm like, y'all got regular ass white people names over there at Lannisters. Jamie.
Oh my God, Tylen. Yeah, Tylen.
I'm like, y'all need help with these regular ass names.
Yeah, sit down. Your whole fucking game is trash.
You're dirty.
And again, you got red for filthy. Well, we would bring to your house strength. Do you think House Targaryen needs strength?
Oh, well,
Well, if someone offered you a dragon, would you say no? Do you have a dragon? Well, see, what happened was, no.
He was like, "Oh, yeah, I'll make her feel better in case she loses her station." He was like, "What station she losing? Which radio station? Is it 102.9? Which station is going? Because I know her station ain't going."
Your Lettermen have been murmuring about my decision. It's your responsibility to talk to me about treason. Are you saying that there's a rebellion brewing? Boy, sit down.
Come on, I blame Otto for that. I feel like the Lannisters he kept like repeating the same thing that Otto did about the White Hart Stag, like how this was such a blessed day. And it was like he was being fed like talking points. He reminded me of Fox News, just saying the same points over and over and over again. And that line about, well, if someone gave you a dragon, wouldn't you take it? I took it as, Otto. It was Otto. You came and offered him a dragon. Of course he would take it. Like, who else offered you a dragon? No one else even has the authority to do so.
Come on.
So I just sort of thought the whole time, I just looked at Otto from the time that his brother stepped to him in the room or whatever when they first started the name day thing. He was like, yo, you got to make sure that he's the Aegon is king. I'm like, okay, let's look at him the entire freaking episode. And the whole episode, he's trying it with Alicent. Go talk to him. He's trying it with Lannister, obviously. If someone offers you a dragon, who the hell offers you a dragon? Like, he's trying it with the king himself. Oh, on today of all days. Oh, it's a sign from the gods. Oh, the gods couldn't give him blessings. It's like, yo, if you mention the gods one more time, like, I've been around church people enough to know that one church person that's always like, God told me, or the Lord told me, that person is always the bad guy in every situation. The person who is telling you what the Lord told them about you or about your situation instead of the Lord telling you about it is always the right. And that's just what he sort of came off to me as. So yeah, just hopping in there. I definitely noticed that too. But I think the Lannister situation was all Otto.
Otto's trash. He did. He was.
Hey, Chige, welcome. Lame Lannies.
Yes.
Hashtag lame Lannies. Let's get that trending on Twitter, y'all.
Listen, seriously. I hate so
much. Even the weak king threw salt on his ass. Like, come on, bro.
Sit down and shut the fuck up.
If Viserys can take you to the pavement like that, you really ain't shit.
He was like, nobody talking to you, bitch. Like, I'm confused who told you to speak.
Go sit your ass down somewhere.
I was getting ready to say, go sit your $5 ass down before I make some change. That's exactly what was going on.
Okay. My lady CC, what's going on?
Seriously.
That's exactly what it is.
Like,
that's exactly what it is. And yeah, Casey, overreaching Otto ass.
Oh my God, I hate him so much.
So much. Like, kudos to the actor because, we supposed to hate his ass.
Oh my gosh.
Plain and simple. And at this point, actually, and this may be a side note, at this point, he very clearly still has some type of grasp on Allison. But I keep telling people, when these arguments, I've seen so many threads on Twitter where people saying that, but she doesn't want to be here.
Yes, she does.
Like that now. But as you go on, y'all will very clearly see she's no longer going to be just a creature of Otto's machinations.
She's already here.
And firmly takes the reins. She's already halfway there.
And I think everybody should be like, remember, like, this is the Game of Thrones. It's not the same.
Exactly.
This is how this works. So Allison is 16 at that time, 15, 16.
That's an adult.
I mean, she's literally,
she was an adult to them at 13.
Able to get married and have kids. Like, her period had already happened. So realistically speaking, by him bringing her to court, period, right? That is a sign that she is available to be married. And she is a high ranking or whatever you want to from the well-to-do house. So this is a rich girl at court. This is the capital. So that's like bringing, it's like the political elite bringing their daughters to Washington D.C. when the freaking son of Saudi whatever is there. Like there are these things that happen. So by her being there, everyone just be aware. She is already aware that she was in the running to be queen. Make no mistake. That is why she is there. She was either there to marry the son of whoever was going to be born or whatever, to get closer to the throne or whatever. But the point of you being there is to get closer to the throne, to get closer to that succession or marry someone in the crown or whatever. She's a high tower. She's not out here to marry a lesser house, right? Like you're not bringing her here to marry like some random house from the crown land. She's a high tower. Like there was a point to this. So I get it. Like she's obviously being pushed because I see that too. Like especially when you clearly had the girl screw him, and then the next night you're in the small house.
The night of his
weird things that are happening there, right? So we see that this is not all cool. But please don't get it twisted and think that she does not know what's going on. That she's just being pushed.
Exactly.
She's been groomed for this her entire life in a way that like Sansa was, except better. She's a high tower. Right?
A little better, yeah, exactly.
And she has prepared for this. And when make no mistake, when Aema died, right? She knew what the deal was. Everybody did. He has to get married.
Yep.
He has to get married. She got called in there and was like, dang, I gotta go tonight already. Like, it wasn't really an objection. You already knew that you were gonna have to do this. This is what you're here for.
She was there specifically.
That's a long-winded way of saying yes. She does have some innocent points, totally. But do remember, this is the Game of Thrones, and that girl has really been brought up to do this because she has no other purpose. She doesn't. Exactly. She doesn't have any other purpose.
I'm like, she's not innocent. Honestly, the moment she walked her ass into that room and did what her daddy said, she was a part of the plan. She knew what it was. She knew what was going down. He was like, put on your mom's dress.
She might in the beginning even have felt bad about it because
she don't feel bad now.
She was genuinely close to Rhaenyra like that in their friendship. However, now, nah. Like I said, she is still being somewhat pulled. The strings are being pulled by Otto a little bit, but no, this is her.
I think she knows what she needs to do, but she tired and she's big. And Otto was like, "But you know that thing we talked about? You got to go do that still." She was like, "I am." Shit.
Right, like, bro, stop rushing me.
Like,
right, I know exactly what Angie is saying right here. Yeah, she legit pulled up and pulled rank on Rhaenyra.
No, thank you.
That right there says all you really should need to know about this woman's mindset.
She knows exactly what she's doing. I think right now she is just lonely. She was hoping that she would be in this position and she would have a friend to talk to. So she's sitting around with all these old biddies, being the youngest one, being big and shit, and she just looking around like, I don't have anybody who's on my side in here, like for real. And she had someone there, and now the person that she had ain't no more because she's like, fuck you, bitch. And so now she's trying to rekindle shit. And it's like, get off me, dog, get off me. Like, we don't want that. And now you're over here sad. So that's what her working around is. All she has is Viserys. That's all she has is Viserys. And she knows that.
Speaking on that note, actually, that brings me to my next point in the damn tent when what's his name? The poor boy with the club foot that had to go in there, and I know he felt so embarrassed, and I felt bad for him because this is what they do to make people feel lesser with their niceties. Is he went and sat with the women because he can't go hunting because of his foot. And the bitch that comes through trying to pop off at the fucking mouth. And you know, Lady Redwine, I respect your upcoming great granddaughter or whatever the greats she is. I respect the Queen of Thorns, Lady Olenna. However, bitch, you are not her. You are not clever and pointed in your supposed barbs. So what happened when you try to talk shit to my lady, my queen, Rhaenyra? You got shut the fuck down, plain and simple. And what have you done for the realm?
Besides
Lady
bitch, you fat ass.
Hey,
your fat ass.
And you know what? That this is the one cool point that I will give to Allison for this episode. When her and Rhaenyra locked eyes, you could see that smirk on Allison's face, like,
thank you,
yeah, bitch. Thank you. I appreciate that because she's the queen. She again still has to keep those niceties. She can't pop off at the mouth, but Rhaenyra can, and Rhaenyra can get away with it.
That's why I can't be queen, because I'm talking my shit today. I'm fat, pregnant. I'm hot.
Yo, I love the look on her face. The look on her damn face when Rhaenyra said that shit. I said, yo, bitch, I bet you shut the fuck up next time.
I bet you.
Don't come over here talking shit to me. Do you fucking know who the hell I am? Fuck you. First of all, the bitch called her over there because she's mad at Daemon. What the fuck does Rhaenyra have to do with Daemon's activities? Huh? How? I haven't talked to this motherfucker in years, Lady Redwine. I don't know what to tell you what his motivations are. What? Okay, that's why you sitting over here in this fucking little circle of bitches that don't even know what the fuck is going on. Fuck all of y'all. I'm out.
Exactly.
And gee, my bruv, what's good? I appreciate you coming through. Hey, yo, we need to chat, man. I need me, you know, Drawbridge Media. Yo, we need to do a thing before this season is out. All right, so I'm gonna hit you up. I have my people call your people. All right. If y'all don't know who Benji is, he is one part of Drawbridge Media, who is my favorite family to be watching on these YouTube streets. And when I say family, I don't just mean that they're near and dear to my heart. I mean legit family, siblings that do chats and talks about Game of Thrones and now House of the Dragon and all of the good nerdy things. I especially enjoy their trek through the Stephen King books and all of those. So if you don't know who they are already, you're missing out good shit, okay? Pretty sure the description is down below. Go check them out. You won't be disappointed.
So can we circle back on Laris, the Clubfoot?
Yeah.
Yes, please.
So I was actually really, really excited to see him. When I saw him, the first shot of him there with his cane in the mud, I was like, oh my gosh, that's Laris the Clubfoot. I squeaked and everything. And then when I saw him walking over to the women, I did not have the same reaction that you did as far as being like, okay, with the niceties and whatnot, right? Because the reality is Laris Clubfoot didn't have to be there. He's not on Small Council yet. But remember, he is the next keeper of Whispers. And he's the current keeper of Whispers' nephew, right? Or cousin, nephew. So he's over there in a time where the crown is quote unquote at war, but not at war, right? We're having all of these issues. And the red wine, you look at where the red wine straits are, where the narrow sea is, you see where the issue is, right? Let's get into the money. You hear Cardi. So when Laris came and sat down, I was like, oh, he over here is sitting here. He's here to dig up information.
He's collecting.
No one's gonna pay attention to Laris.
You're right.
He has a club foot. He is in here.
I was so he's getting information. He's already on the job.
I was so excited.
Son.
Like, oh my gosh, it's the club foot. It's the club foot. It's the
club
foot.
I didn't think about that either.
Can we wait? Hold on. This is why I needed you last night, man.
I didn't even think about that either. I'm like, oh, okay, we're coming tired. Look at him.
I totally forgot that's where his character ends up. I totally forgot that. Oh my god. Yeah. Okay. Fuck what I just said. Okay. That shit that makes even more fucking sense. Yes, my boy is already on the job. You know what? He's about to put this shit on his resume. This is how this motherfucker gets his
he's
position.
on the job, and you can tell
for
because
fuck's sake. I totally forgot about that.
You see Viserys and
you're right. He's collecting all the checks.
You see all the things happening, and then you see them back at King's Landing and meeting again. What is it? Oh well, I'm going to send help to Daemon. I'm going to send help, or we're going to send whatever. You see them walking in and out. You see the soldiers going out now to go to Daemon on whatever the island is. And so it's like, oh, that's Laris. That's a Clubfoot, baby. That's a Clubfoot. Being a club foot.
I totally forgot. I totally freaking forgot. He TMZ. You fucking right.
He literally is. He got all the news.
Yo, that dude. I don't know if see again, Tony. If I remember correctly, you said you haven't read these and you're not going to. Please do though. Please do. Yo, I'll hook you up. I have the audio independent of Audible, bruh. Let me know.
You can listen to Princess and the Queen on YouTube. They're
right. The Princess and the Queen, the actual novella. Yeah, that's on YouTube. You don't need to go anywhere to find that. The Rogue Prince and the Princess and the Queen. Actually, I believe they're both narrated by
royalties.
I can't think of his name. No, homeboy that plays Jorah. And he has a very good narrating voice. He does really well narrating them. I highly recommend.
I love him.
Y'all, yeah, definitely go check those out if you haven't yet. Please do. It's so good. It's so good. My boy OTDA always holding it down in the chats for me, brother. This is seriously one of the guys that has followed us for how we can't even name how long since we first got in these YouTube streets with all the ladies. So always love to you, OTDA. Always. So yeah, there's what did you say? Volunteers tribute to Buddy Reed. Hey, we can set these up. Why can't you? Okay, see, hold on. Technically speaking, you don't have to read them. You can listen while you work. Mm-hmm. I'm saying that honestly, that's how I consume the bulk of literature that I get into right now. Most of my recommends right now actually come from 1,000 Eyes and One podcast, because they also have a separate book club, which the books they've recommended are great. Especially one with like a zombie apocalypse happening like right during the Civil War in the 1800s. Freaking fascinating. Justina Ireland. Y'all should write her name down. Go check that out. But yeah, I'm saying, please go check out the source material on all of these. They are great. They really are. Mm-hmm. Always, DA. You know how we do. Again, Tom, you don't gotta read, man. Multitask, people. Multitask. Jorah, it's fine. Yeah, you know what? Look, when it comes to Jorah, a lot of people, folks that haven't read some of the source material, y'all don't know. Okay, the actor, what was Ian Glenn? I believe is his name. He is a very handsome older man. Yeah, and look, this is the gay chick telling you that, okay? I can tell. I will absolutely admit when someone is very aesthetically pleasing. He is a handsome dude. Okay, in the book, he don't look like that.
That's fine, but we got what we looking at. We looking at what we looking at. If you were one of those folks that were still slightly sympathetic, I'm saying sometimes, the looks count. Okay, you can look at the shit in the books and be like, bro, you thought she would actually be interested? You thought she was gonna bag that? Stop it now. No. Okay, off topic. I'm not gonna apologize for that one though, because y'all know we'd be on tangents. That's just how it be. Timolessi. Okay, you late. Yes, Timo is always on Timo time. But I mean, where you at though? Because as I've been saying, I don't always tell who my guests are supposed to be now this season. It's been fun actually seeing people pop up and just what happens and how the chat reacts. Lady Tiara though, Timolessi, y'all know, is a part of the Mad Queens, which is myself, B, Lady Diligence, T Baby, and Manaro. So we haven't all been together for a while, so I've been trying to pull our breadcrumbs together. And, I had the fortune of finding Meeks, and now we rap all the time on these things, and it's been great. So, T, come on, man, where you at? Let's go. Why you over there with that face? Meeks? Oh, that's my family. Cheese. That's what that was. That was cheese.
Okay, you know what? Bridge actually also has a good voice. I would love to hear him narrate a book, actually. And he's so animated in what he does that I might need to talk to him about that. He would be a great narrator. He really would. Yes, please do go follow the ladies, Tanya and Nikki. You absolutely will not be disappointed. They're hilarious, especially when it comes to talking about Game of Thrones and House of the Dragon. They've been really cool. All right. So let's circle back though. My next point is bad bitch Rhaenyra riding back in the camp.
Come on.
With her kill.
Come on.
Son. Okay,
did you see the butcher do how he looked at her when she came back in? He
was like, oh, okay, bitch, I see.
Yes,
yes. You know, that was one of my favorite things to witness. Yes, Tawny, Kev is Bridge4. That was one of my favorite things to witness. When she walked back into camp, there was a full mix of different faces as she went by. Some people, like Lannister,
that bitch ass.
For one, he was like, ew.
That
just lets me know you don't really want a bad bitch. Like, you don't really know what she could do for you and your house.
That lets me know you have a micro penis.
That's just how Lannisters think.
You're not ready for that big pussy. You need to go sit down.
Not at all. Not at all. He ain't ready for that bad bitch energy. Not at all.
Get out. You're not.
And then the butcher's over there cleaning up. He was like, oh
shit.
Okay, yeah. He gave her a big smile, like
he gave her a smile and a nod.
Right. He was with all of that shit. And there's a couple other. I don't know the names because they're really just placement side characters at the point. Yeah. But there were quite a few folks looking at her with astonishment, but also with, oh, okay.
Because we just got to see the king over here killing a held down animal that was like, you're supposed to go up and to the left. So,
a fucking animal he didn't even have to go chase and capture.
It was right there and he still missed. It was like 1, 2.
Right. And you missed with that bullshit pike that you got from Lannister's dumbass.
And then they always afterward.
But nah. See, yeah, you did all this bullshit, but then here come my baby boo, Rhaenyra, little 15-year-old with her guard, pulling her damn kill. Yeah, before they cut to that scene, what I said 2 seconds before, I was like, I really hope that they dragged that kill back with them, and they
said it too.
Actually went out here and did this shit, and then the next motherfucking scene, bore on a damn stretcher. Yes,
covered in blood, and her dad
covered in blood. You know what?
They're like, oh.
Hold on, it's a picture I need to find because I was trying to actually put up a different collage for my background, but I couldn't get it to work, and I didn't feel like doing all of the extra that would have been needed for it. I really didn't. I was getting frustrated, and I was running out of time. I was like, you know what? It ain't that important. Fuck it. We're just gonna skip it for tonight. Maybe I'll put it up later, but I saw a post on Twitter earlier today, and it said, a dragon does not fear blood. And the picture that was attached to it was one of Daemon after battle.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
Another of Rhaenyra. Mm-hmm. But then there was the retweet that came from, though, was a picture of Dany and Jon. So let me share the visual for that un momento while I figure that out. If you guys have thoughts,
Sydney, you're right.
Let us know. Take it over while I'm figuring this out.
No, Sydney is correct. I did want to see some cheeks. I was hoping that after she stabbed that boar, he would stab her boar, but it didn't happen. I was like, damn, that's the perfect time to let somebody stick you, girl. Quack. I would have been like, Sir Chris,
say?
I took this aside.
Say after a battle?
I can be a little spoon. I can sleep.
You need a woman.
I needed that. Like, I get it.
Hey, Timolessi, say hello to the folk. See, damn it, Timo. I knew it. It's Timo. I forgot. I forgot. I should have known Timo was gonna step her ass on here with the Lannister fuck shit. God damn it. Say hello, Timo. Come off of mute, damn it. We talking.
Oh my gosh.
Hello.
Hey guys, I'm so sorry. I'm still
get to the phone.
See?
Wait, hold on. You a little bit robot. You a little bit robot, Timo. All right, wait a second. Actually,
I'm still trying to get myself together, so give me a minute.
Okay, so it's the echo.
Yeah, and there's an echo. I didn't hear that there was an echo before. Hold on, let me correct that, y'all.
Let me get myself together. I just had to put that up because I'm not trying to get no hate. So give me a minute.
Okay. Oh my gosh.
All right, Meeks or Lady D, if y'all got any thoughts on the boar incident, go ahead.
I just wanted some sex to happen after that. That's all I'm saying.
So the boar incident, I thought that the boar, like her hunt, right? That storyline versus the hunt that the king and like the royal faculties went on. I thought it was a really good like parallel, right? Her hunt was one where it's her birthright that could technically be stolen from her or whatever. So I'm looking at it as this is her birthright. And instead of her hunting for it, she's just trying to be secure in it. Like, why do I need a Lannister in order to hold on to my birthright? Like, if I was a boy, you wouldn't be telling me I had to marry right now, like the way you're forcing me to. And so I think that seeing her, have that conversation with her dad where they blew up, and then her hopping on that white horse, that immediately made me think Blood Raven, Children of the Forest, right? Like, Heart Tree, this white horse that she's on, and riding out like that with Kristen Cole, seeing the fight in her when the boar like literally ran at Kristen Cole, came back, turned around and ran at her. And she just held the thing by the horns, like with all her strength. Like she was like crying, and she was just like it's a wild animal, and you're like 16 and you're not afraid. And I know you guys all watch New Rock Stars, and they'll do like what the flick or what the Falcon or whatever. And so I have been saying there be the dragon since the first episode. Whenever something dragony happens, like there be the dragon, there be right there for Rhaenyra. That whole storyline was one of, and there be the dragon. She went through, she wasn't looking for a fight. The fight found her, and she wasn't afraid. The blood that was all over this kid, right? And now you're looking, it cuts back to her father, where he's completely clean and pristine, looking like a king, and they're holding this huge animal, and it's not even the right one, right? Like, it's not even the white hart, it's just a big stag that they have to hold in order for him to kill it, right? Where she's holding it herself, like, here, kill, like my sworn sword, kill this thing. Like, she's a part of the fight, and I just thought it was a really interesting parallel. Additionally, of course, like, we talk about signs and portents throughout the whole show, with Otto Hightower being a dick and trying to make it seem like there's a white hart out there just for King Aegon, and you never find the white hart. The white hart literally walks up on Rhaenyra, like, hey.
Yep.
And she's like, no, don't kill it. And it's like,
and
the white hart's like, yeah, you feel me. You understand. That's exactly why.
That look of mutual respect.
Right.
Yes.
To me, it was like, okay, so if that is the royalty of the forest just held court. That is what that was. You people are not good enough to see it. Yes. And the king of the forest just came out and held court with the queen of Westeros. And I think that it was really cool. It was really cool to see that. And then walking back into camp. Oh yeah, it was great. The horror on the proper ladies' faces and the Lannisters' faces. The look on Allison's face, like, you gotta be like, it was great.
Son, yes.
I loved it.
All of that.
Yeah, it was really good scenes. Really good scenes.
This makes me happy. I just wish that she could say more, because I just be over here popping my shit. Yeah. I be everybody look at your bitch. Fuck you and your stick, bitch. Got my boar. I did that. Me. I made this. You know what I'm saying? It's my mess. Thanks.
Yeah, I don't think anyone is campaigning for that, CC. You are absolutely correct. Well, we don't need to see any of that shit. Ew.
First of all, I bet you got sores all over him. That's nasty.
Ow, why would you put that image in our head? We said we don't want it. Pineapples.
Because I'm like, don't nobody want to see it. M's is Yakis.
But anyway, yes, this was the backdrop that I was trying to put behind myself. And again, the caption was, "A dragon does not fear blood," and that compares Daemon and Rhaenyra with Jon, who supposedly is supposed to be like Aegon the Sixth. No, I don't think so. From the source material, if he were to have a Targaryen name, it would either be Aemon, because Aemon the Dragon Knight was his favorite knight in history, or Jaehaerys, after Jaehaerys the Conciliator, because Jon is that dude that's gonna go around and say, "Hey, yo, this fuck shit going down. You trying to come and join the party so we can all like live for the next decade,
We need to recruit
or 2 or 3." So yeah, that those two names that would absolutely fit his character. But to name him Aegon at a point in time when Rhaegar already had a son named Aegon is just stupid. But whatever. That's why Dave and Dan ain't been able to get any fucking type of good job since this nonsense. And yeah, of course, our queen Daenerys was never afraid of spilling blood, because
she was
fire
ready.
and blood. She lived that shit. She literally lived that shit. The bitch walked in the fire multiple times and did not die. And when motherfucking blood needed to be spilled,
She was ready.
She did that shit.
Her husband
Plain
was
and simple. That, bruh. Can you imagine? Okay, off topic tangent. Can you imagine if he didn't decide to give up that no more talk of pointy chair? Can you imagine if he actually would have jumped over there when Robert was still alive?
Oh my God.
Robert had already said only a fool rides into battle on an open field against the
He was going.
He would have gone because he would have had no choice. He would have had to try to save face somehow, and he would have been killed.
With a T.
Easily. The kingdoms were not united at all at that point in time. Everybody was steaming.
Everybody would
have been a landslide victory, because Drogo does not know the meaning of stop and quit when it comes to taking over some motherfuckers that he don't like, that he has no value in their life. His baby boo queen said, "Yo, my family's supposed to have that chair. All right, bitch, let's go. Our son is about to have that motherfucking chair too."
Okay. Okay.
It wouldn't have been a contest. It wouldn't have been.
You want this one? You want this one right here? Okay.
Right. All right. Let me. Oh wait, no, that's not what I wanted. There we go. All right, ladies, back on here. Okay, let me hurry the fuck up. All right, I'm gonna speed through these last couple points. And me and Meeks was talking about this earlier. The Dragon Rider of Laenor came through with sea smoke.
Yeah, I was
looking freaking amazing. I was confused though, because we know it's been 3 years, but when did this happen? I would have liked to see a little blurb of him actually going and bonding with this dragon a little bit, and Sea Smoke saying, "Yo, okay, you're my it. Let go."
Well, even at the beginning of the episode, they were like, "Oh yeah, well, there's only one dragon rider," and I'm like, "Okay." And then he popped up. I was like, "Wait, where'd the dragon come from?" So why were y'all just using one dragon? Because technically, if you had two, then why didn't y'all
exactly?
So I'm so confused as to where he came from and what. So it was just
exactly.
Yeah, I literally had to sit down. In the last.
When did it happen? Yeah. Why was Sea Smoke not in the battle already? Why was Laenor on the ground? He should not have been a part of the garrison if him and Sea Smoke were already connected. That's why I was confused for a hot second. I thought maybe it was somebody else. When I did my reaction, those of you that were there, you saw it. But when I thought about it, I said, no, at this point in time, there's no other male rider besides Daemon and Laenor. So it could only be Laenor. And I guess what confused me was his dreads, because with the helmet on, his dreads are like a little bit past his shoulders. And he is super light skinned, and they only showed like a quick wisp of him going through the camera at a close up. So I wasn't sure whether it was him or not. But yeah, that's the only conclusion that I came up. It could have only been him. Yeah. So I don't know. I love it. And again, he is the most adorable thing right now, because had I been on Dragonback, my first flight, my first battle, I'm absolutely saying Dracarys. And when we fall through and we demolish a whole line of the enemy, I'm going, woohoo! Right with it.
Hollering.
Here for it. Like, what else can you do? What else can you do? That is an awesome experience. Okay, my last two are kind of a gripes, but they go together. So we'll skip past this, and then we'll go over to Lady D, and then Meeks, and Timo. If Timo, her, audios is connected and whatnot. Why did we not see the crab feeder versus Damon fight? And does Day Day, and I'm calling him Day Day,
Day Day,
because somebody that I met on Sunday that came into my chat for the first time,
Ray.
Love this person. If we were in modern day, Daemon Targaryen would absolutely be the lone white boy in the neighborhood that was down with everybody. He literally would be that guy. I was like, wait, why are you calling him Day Day? What you mean? And then the person explained. I was like, shit, you right. You motherfucking right. If we were in the hood, he would be that guy. But does he have cooties now or nah? Because he didn't have no glove on when he was dragging the crab feeder's corpse out.
But is it grayscale? Like
it is. They said it is.
They said it was.
Not in the show, but in an article where folks were talking about it, like with the showrunners or something. They said it was actually grayscale.
I'm like, wow, he touched it.
Yeah, I mean, as far as I know, Targaryens are not immune to grayscale, but maybe for the TV fantasy realm they are, because Daenerys was around Jorah quite a bit. She ain't catching shit either, so I don't know. I don't know.
But then again, his skin did look like it was peeled, so it might have been like it could have been recovering from it, because they had to do the peeling thing with Jorah to get that stuff.
They did, yeah. Like a lot of those, they look kind of like hexagon shapes. They're beneath that, you could very well see that there was like bright red open wounds in between all of them. So maybe at some point in time, somebody did try chopping all that off. Okay. Yeah, but maybe they couldn't get all of it, but somehow it may have worked. Either way, though, still, you touch someone with grayscale. How you don't get that shit though? Ew. Just he has all the cooties. I'm skeptical, Damon. I really am. I don't know. That's just my thought. But those were my thoughts. Timo, there's your face. Okay, all right. Sorry. I'm gonna change the order up so Timo can explain.
Is that a Lannister?
Hashtag. Timo has always been the Lannister of the Mad Queens. There's never been any qualms about that. Yes. And she came with a fucking lion, y'all.
That's why I'm like,
sure did. Sure did. I got his thing over there.
Wait. Yes, introductions. I'm sorry. Yes, Timo, Manic Meeks is my homie that is like almost always my stream partner on these series. And Meeks, this is Timo.
Hello.
Hey. Do I still sound like really terrible?
No, you sound great.
Thank you. God.
And it's lovely to see you, dude. It's been so long.
Hey, I know. I look horrible. I don't have any makeup on.
Bullshit. We had the school Lady D last week. Now we got a school Timo. Y'all spam the chat. Tell Timo stop that nonsense. She's beautiful.
I was. No, that's right. I was boycotting going live or anything until I saw some Lannister representation.
For fuck's sake.
Now I'm here. Yes, now I'm here. Okay. So I was so happy. I didn't even finish watching the episode. So
yeah, she was literally watching and trying to catch up like when we went live. Yeah, she had messaged me that.
She was like, I saw the Lannisters. The episode ended when the Lannisters showed up. That's the end.
Exactly. Go on, talk your shit though, Timo. Come on, that's what we're here for. Let's go.
Yo, fuck that Ray. I'm calling her Ray Santa. Ray Santa. Hold on.
Did you call? No.
Yes,
I remember my niceties. I'll wait. Go ahead.
Yes, I sure did. Okay, because episode 1, I actually like that bitch. I was like, okay, you know what? I think I might like this little blonde hair bitch. Okay, all right, good. I even said on Phil show. You know what? I actually don't hate anybody yet. As soon as he made her air, something about them pyro bitches, as soon as they get a little bit of power, it's like they turn into these they turn into these smug little entitled little bitches. Don't say I'm lying, because episode 2, she was creeping and she was just acting like she was the shit. Episode 3, she's doing everything that she like. They get power hungry, and they get smug, and they get entitled, and she started to seem more and more like Daenerys. She started to seem more and more like Sansa. Like, I'm not doing that. I know what I want. So no, fuck her. I already hate her. Fuck. How do I pronounce it? Ray Sansa, Rhaenyra Sansa, or something like that.
If you don't pronounce it anything, shut up.
Ray Sansa. Ray Sansa. Ransa. I'm gonna come up with a good one, but fuck her. Okay.
See, no one but you is gonna think it's good.
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah.
And then why is that Damon's whore or whatever? Why was she talking like that?
Yeah, but they couldn't pick an accent. I don't know what's going on either.
Yeah.
How would I was
yeah. They gotta get that part together.
Yeah, was she trying to sound like Shay? Was she trying to sound like, I don't know.
It was like French, but ethnic or something.
Yeah.
That's
Zemon. Zemon, why did you do that, Zemon? I'm like,
but she wasn't opening her mouth.
Yes, I'm like, his name is Damon. Where'd you get Zemon from? Like, I don't understand what that was.
It wasn't just that. Like, the actress, I was just like, girl, open your mouth. I mean, I know you can. You just, you know. So, I mean, open a little bit, Damn. So, then I was like, well, but what did that smell of Sandra or something? Then I might be a little nice to her later, because that's my bitch. Okay, so I think that what else? Oh, so my tinfoil theory. Where's my hat?
No shit. Oh, do we have to bring tinfoil? Do we need to bring tinfoil Thursdays back?
Oh my god.
No, Timo, just go on with your damn point, damn it. For fuck's sake.
Okay, so it's probably not even a real, like, honestly, people have probably been thinking this for so long, but I'll admit I never finished reading the book because, oh my god.
Okay.
So this is my theory. I feel like everybody knows the Maesters ain't shit, right? Everybody knows they shady, they up to something, right?
Mm-hmm.
Everybody knows that Otto Hightower ain't shit, right? Like, he's a piece of shit, right? Now, follow me here. Where am I? Allison.
Okay.
You should see the way I write notes during the damn show.
Yo, three big points, Timo. You already got one. This is your second one. Come on.
Oh, this is my last one. Allison.
Okay.
The actress says that she thinks is genuine, right? However, we know it's all political. Their marriage, like they're married. We know it's all political. He pimped her out, right? The Hightowers are shady. They come from Old Town, right? Faceless Men are in Old Town. The Iron Bank is in Old Town. The Citadel is in Old Town.
No. Those are in Essos.
No,
right?
The Citadel is in Old Town, but the House of Black and White with the Faceless Men and the Iron Bank are in Essos.
Yeah, they're in Essos across the seas.
The Citadel is in Old Town, right?
Yeah.
The Hightowers? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All the education, all the books and shit. Right? The Maesters are
No, you froze. Wait. You froze. Repeat.
Like, all the information, like the books and all that shit, like the Maesters teach the kids, like they're the teachers, right? Mm-hmm. It all comes from the Citadel. It all comes from Old Town. Clearly, the Hightowers ain't been shit. That's their seat. They ain't been shit from day one. Who are the Maesters serving? What's their agenda? Who are they serving? Right? Like that's what I'm stuck at. What's their agenda? But honestly, what are they teaching them? Like, are these
They're
books
teaching them.
trusted? Are these like?
No. They're teaching only what they want people to know while they're hoarding
all the information
and teaching that magic in any sense is a bad thing. House Hightower is literally trying to steal all of that for themselves for some great point in time that's to come, I think. That's the whole gist of what I've gotten with House Hightower and the Citadel connection as a whole. Even when Game of Thrones was on, they're not there to do anything good. The Maesters are literally they're kind of the whisperers of the realm for the Citadel. They spy. They know how to tweak words. And for those High Lords, again, possible spoiler, but this is something that will come up in the show because it's a big plot point. The Maesters, for those High Lords that don't know how to read, because even some High Lords did not get those lessons, or they just didn't want them or think they were necessary because they had Maesters to do that for them. The whole conflict between Aemon One-Eye and was it Jace, one of Rhaenyra's sons that had went to Storm's End to try to get their allyship. The Maester is who read the letter from that kid to the Baratheon that was sitting in the Lord's seat at that time. And the way he read it made it seem like it was an order that he had to listen to Rhaenyra. But I'm very sure all evidence points to that was not the case. And the Maesters were just setting that shit up. So yeah, the Maesters are not the whole Citadel as a whole is not a good thing at all. So and they are definitely only a machine of House Hightower. That's it.
But all the prophecies and stuff, like, you know how Sam says, oh, I read it in the book, and, you know, all the prophecies and stuff, are we, the audience, the readers, are we being told false information?
Yes.
I think so, yes.
Like,
absolutely.
All of it. I mean, like, just, like, everything.
You know the whole of Fire and Blood is an account written by Maesters. So, yeah.
Sam would be the only one I would trust. Like in the old series,
like, Song of Ice and Fire,
Sam would be the only one I would trust because he's fresh eyes. Because he's getting there. He's like, oh, wow, this is amazing. Let me tell you what I read in the book, and he's not supposed to.
True. Like I would low key also trust Marwyn too, though, because he's the one that said, "Do you remember why the dragons died? It was because of the Maesters." Like he even though he is a Grand High Maester and he has all the links, including the Valyrian steel link that marks him as a master of magic, that is, you know, unexplained. Yeah, he called their bullshit because he don't like that shit either. He right now, as it was left in the books, is on his way to go to try find Dany and ally himself to her. That's not for just no reason.
Pyro bitch.
But yeah, those are definitely good points there, Timo. Anybody got anything else before we move on? I get it. Yeah, for sure. Lady D, you got anything on that?
Hey, Frank.
Hello.
I don't. I'm sorry.
Okay, I was so confused.
Okay. No, that's cool.
I'm here. I'm just sitting here staring, like literally, like, what? Do I have anything? No, but she can't see you. You just
no, a lot.
No, nothing.
Okay. No, I mean, yeah, a lot of that is that definitely ties into everything that a lot of us that watch Game of Thrones thought. So, okay, those are all my points. We're done with that. And Timo just gave her points, so we're done with that. Let's see, Meeks, go ahead and give yours, and then we'll hit with Lady D for the closer.
Okay. Allison ain't shit. She ain't never gonna be shit. She was never shit.
Facts.
She ain't gonna. I just no. Okay. I'm tired of people trying to make her seem like she has no control and she knows exactly what she's doing, how she's doing, what she's doing. She's just tired of her dad sitting here whispering in her ear because she's like, bitch, I'm the queen. I just need you to leave me alone. While he was talking to her about, oh, we need to set up your son. She was like, do you see me struggling to stand up with this belly? Like she was leaning. I thought she was going to drop that baby. Yeah. She was like, like she over here minding her business and she don't need you. She's tired of you. Eventually, hopefully she's going to either evict your ass from the conversation or you're going to die. Either way, you're going to be out of her hair. Like go somewhere. Leave her alone. Yeah, I still can't stand the bitch, but leave her alone. You know, she's out here running her thing. She's doing what she needs to do, whispering what she needs to whisper. She knows what she's doing. She knows what information is important. That's why she convinced him to go out there and send those troops out, because she was like, listen, we can't be having this. like it's been a long time. All right. It's been a while. Okay. This has been going on for a while. You ain't did nothing. It's looking bad on me. It's looking bad on us. And since I'm over here next to you, I can't be looking bad. I got to look good at all times. So you need to send assistance, please. Thanks. Sign management. Like she's in charge. She's over here maneuvering shit. She's always maneuvering shit.
Yeah.
Forever. And that's why Rhaenyra is like, bitch, don't talk to me. I don't.
Yeah, because Rhaenyra sees past all the bullshit.
Always. The moment that eye contact happened in episode 1 when he picked her, or was it 1 or 2, whichever one it was, when he picked her
2
to be the wife, and it was the eye contact for her, that was it. She knew what it was. She knew what was up. That's why she ain't fucking with her. That's why Rhaenyra's like, I'm over here minding my business. Don't talk to me. Like, fuck that bitch. Fuck that bitch. And her dad. Fuck that bitch and her dad. I hate them. I hate them meddling ass bitches. Very strong about that. Okay.
Right. Otto is like the ultimate Scooby-Doo villain for real. And I gotta wait with it too. If it weren't for you kids and your damn dragons.
Come on. Like, sir, go on somewhere. And my other point is just Viserys is so sad. He is so sad. He literally painted himself into a corner and is mad that he painted himself into a corner and is trying to figure out how to undo what he did, even though he technically doesn't want to do it because he has said what he has said. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm like, sir, you did this. You were so caught up on this dream. And I don't understand why none of the Targaryens, when they were just considering the dreams that got them where they were, why didn't anybody else like consider the multiple interpretations of said dreams? They picked one thing and they ran with it. Like, y'all don't have dream interpretations? Y'all?
No. That was proven to us in Game of Thrones.
I'm
with,
like,
Melisandre. Melisandre had
wrong.
No, Melisandre had accurate dreams. She just did not interpret them correctly, so it led to disaster.
I know. That's why I was like, she's like, burn this kid. Yeah, no, this one. That wasn't it. Shit.
Right, exactly. Okay, now I gotta go find somebody else. And then she hears about Daenerys, and she goes and tries to rally with her, but then that don't really work out. So she has to go to Jon and try to get his ear. And Jon ain't fucking with the nonsense really either.
But you got to remember, and that's all between her taking Gendry and being like, I need your blood.
Yes. She
was snatching up all the king's
Gendry.
Come on.
Right, because of that bitch, Gendry had to stay roaming the narrow sea for like 3 years.
Three whole, like, come on, the seasons. He came back. I was like, look at you.
Like, strong ass arms. Like,
come on.
Bruh.
That's why he was out there hammering that steel. He had to.
Exactly. That, and he was all. And
it didn't make sense. Gendry look good. It's like, how y'all gonna hide Gendry fine ass?
Come on.
Yo, I'm saying, if for anyone that questions what Robert Baratheon looked like in his younger days, where he was strong as fuck and everybody wanted to bang, not just because he was the king, look at Gendry.
He looks like dude. There's something about him that just looks like guy. I don't know how to explain it. Like, this is a man. Like, that's it.
That's facts.
Yeah, but back to the original point. Viserys is just so weak and sad. This dude ain't got no fingers. I didn't even notice it until I didn't even notice it until my second watch through that he was missing his 2 fingers. I was like, wait. He missing. Oh, them fingers is dead, huh? You got pricked and you had to lose 2 fingers, not 1, but 2. Okay. All right. I'm like, you're falling apart. Okay. You're mad at yourself. You're frustrated. People are bothering you. You're actually aware of how annoying Otto is, and it's pissing you off that you're aware of it, because before he was just sneaking like, hey, how about we try to do this or do this? Now he's like, what about my grandson? Hey, what about my grandson? Oh, you want to marry your what about my grandson? Everything is about the grandson, and it's driving him up a wall, and he is just so weak and pliable that it takes, like you said, the drink to get him on and popping.
Yep. That's it.
Like it takes the drink to get him on and popping, and even then he wasn't like, he didn't stick to anything he said until he got back. Like all of this stuff that he said to Rhaenyra when they got back from the thing, he could have said while they were there. Like, I don't understand why he don't tell her nothing. He always waits for the inopportune time to drop some nuggets. Like after she's been like dealing with this for a bit, like she was out here, she went out there and killed the whole fucking board because she was pissed about how she was being treated. And you're gonna wait till she get back home and be like, yeah, I understand. You're right.
Interjection.
Little brat.
How
exactly?
Shut the fuck up, Timo.
No.
Shut up. Nah, interjection. How is it that she was even allowed to be gone all night like that?
I kept saying,
Arya called herself up and disappearing into the woods, and there were whole 3, 4, 5 search parties out for 2 days.
Come on,
looking for this chick.
I kept saying, do you not care about your daughter? Like, do you not care about where she went?
But heir to the throne is missing, and she only has one dude with her to protect her. Those are facts that you know. And you didn't send nobody else?
Nothing.
Out there to go get her?
Nothing. Nobody.
Kingswood.
King of the Wood, my ass.
They're in the Kingswood. Like, look at the map. You see where the Kingswood is?
Oh, yeah.
They're in the Kingswood. Like, I could see if she was out, like, in the middle of the Stormlands or something, y'all. But they're in the Kingswood. But
she's not.
And she has a Knight of the King's Guard, and no shit, she's your Rhaenyra Targaryen in the Kingswood. The chances of something happening to her, realistically, are very low. Like, they're not. She's not. She's in the King's. I could see if she was out, like, she's in the King's. She's still in King's Landing. Like, she's still right there in the Crown Lands. Like, she ain't even far. She's not.
But that's
she's
cool.
Not. But they could have. I get what you're saying. Like, they could have sent somebody out. Like,
he could have been. He could have even asked, like, where did she go? Nothing.
I'm saying, like, the whole. See, and I understand why you saying that, B. But him and Allison have been checking for this girl's whereabouts
the entire episode.
Opening of the episode. So for her to disappear all night and no one went looking for her, it seems baffling to me.
Like, come on. Like, dog, you were so bothered about where she was going, why she wasn't here, why she ain't smiling, why she ain't talking to this dude, why you not doing it for the realm, and then she just disappeared, and you're like, oh, well, fuck that.
Because you needed her there, like, on photo op shit during the day with the baby and all the other. You needed her to walk around, and now she's pissed. So what? I mean, you don't need her anymore. I'm not trying to be ass, but you don't.
No, really, yeah.
No, yeah.
So like, what's the point? Like, we're just gonna freaking find her and bring her back here so she can be pissy ass for near the whole time, or
she had to go out there and stab something, and she.
I mean,
it's in the
low key though. Like, while Viserys was saying, you know, he was questioning his decisions and whatnot, do you think maybe that might have been also just a different side of him being in his cups? And if something happened to her, then that's an easy out for him?
It could have been, honestly. Especially since he was still, like, he didn't come to that firm, I'm not going to replace you decision until they got back. So it was up in the air. It was definitely up in the air. Yeah, he was just like, well,
I think that's definitely a point, right?
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
I need a minute. I gotta consult some maps. I can't. I need to see if Kingswood is walled. If it's what are we looking at here?
I need to assess the danger.
I don't think it is. I think it's kind of. I think it's like the Hunter's Wood at Winterfell. They have a gate that leads like out of the Winterfell immediate territory into the Hunter's Woods, but the woods itself is not walled. So I don't know. We'll see.
Mm-hmm.
She went ham on Pumbaa.
She's tired.
Wall, but isn't there some part of their garden that's like a bunch of fucking trees, basically a wood? That is. I think it's the. All right. I think it's the Godswood that they had walled around.
Yeah,
but it's been a while. It's been a while since I have looked at those maps. Yeah,
Godswood. There you go. And you look at for me, it's like how much danger. I need to ascertain the amount of danger.
She could have been in.
I do feel like yes, they definitely could have looked for her, but is it as much of a slight as not if you're in your backyard, right? Versus you going up
out here.
Yeah, like you
being out there,
Kings Road, like how freaking Arya was, and like you don't know the area, anything, and you just out here like that. So that I have to, because I do. I'm inclined to agree. Somewhat.
Yeah, but I'm just like Viserys is a trash ass man right now. He's even with the cups. Although I did enjoy his pop off moments. He is still so sad and so weak and just so blah. And what really took the cake was that damn freaking stag kill that he missed that I will never forgive.
A little to the left.
It was right there.
A little to the left. He was like, just up your grace, and then I was like,
to the left, to the left.
I honestly can't.
Seriously,
I cannot.
Meanwhile, Mary doing shit with her bare hands.
So
right. Meanwhile, you know, this girl is holding off a big, huge ass board, a fucking board that I'm sure was the same size that got Robert Baratheon when he was in his cups. And this little tiny ass girl held it off. Shut up, Timo! I see you shaking your head. Damn it! Shut your face.
You're eating it up already. Like she's
it's delicious. It's so delicious.
Another
don't be delusional.
Annie, another little y'all are just.
Allison is the one that's closest to Sansa.
No,
no.
Yeah,
this
Allison is definitely the one closest to Sansa.
Girl power, and I can do this. And
no. Okay, Timo. Let me ask a question.
Yeah.
Let me ask a question though.
Following it all up. Oh God. Like
when it comes to those two,
like meanwhile she's just like
breaking what rules?
Bitch.
Yeah, what rules?
She's just acting like a little bitch. Like you don't see how
she's a whole princess.
She's a whole ass princess.
Like if she was a boy, she was a prince. Like
she wasn't acting like that. She was more humble.
You have to expect a certain air of arrogance with a princess. Mm-hmm. But she is a real one. She ain't out here being like the typical rich Karen that we might see nowadays. That's not her steal.
That's 200% Allison.
Watch episode 1 and then watch her face expressions episode 3. I'm telling you, they get this power hungry.
She's just tired of the shit.
Wait, hold on. You talking about power hungry when Allison legit came into the Godswood and tried to pull rank on her?
How did she pull rank on her?
She said, "The queen wants you to leave." The freaking what's it called? The bard,
the minstrel, the bard.
She's like, "Could you please continue to play my song?" And she was like, "Well, the queen wants you to leave." And he was like, "Oh, well, shit, bitch, gotta go. I gotta go." And you want to
exactly
because they wanted.
Rhaenyra did not. Right, and Rhaenyra did not move until Allison said, I mean, it is an order, but it doesn't need to be. No, bitch, that's an order.
Yep. Okay, so let me get up and go.
Out of your own mouth. So, yeah, she pulled rank on the heir to the throne.
That's the older lady, right?
No.
Older lady. Which no. Okay. That was Allison.
One that's being pimped out by her father?
That's Allison.
That's Allison.
Okay, yeah, I disagree with you when you were saying like she's not going to go anywhere and she's not going to get anything and all that stuff. To me, like at least she's fucking doing something. She's not just sitting there like having things handed to her. Like when I see somebody, I don't know, like she don't seem like somebody who's just going to sit there and just do nothing. Like I don't like her, but I'm not going to say I hate her and all this other stuff because I mean she doing what she gotta do. Shit.
Okay. I mean, wait till later in the dance. And the number one thing you need to remember.
Look what her father is making her do.
Her father isn't making her do it. Her father was like, hey. Yeah, at this point, it's already they're both combined, like it's together. It's together. At this point, she's like, all right, I'm in it to win it. Like the moment she had to put on her mama's dress and walk in that room, that was fancy. Don't let me down. She's
already taking the reins. And what I will say to that, Timo, is keep watching. Because Allison's already halfway there right now. But when it really boils down to the full conflict, you will see Allison is acting on her own ambitions.
That's
she's not innocent at all in this.
Oh no, definitely.
Yeah, but don't we want people to like act on their? Well, you know, I always side with the bad guys anyway.
Exactly. That's what I'm trying to get you to see the logic.
I know. You're gonna turn green. You're gonna turn green in a second.
Right, yo, we about to get a whole.
Be looking out for herself. Shit.
We about to get a whole ass repeat of the origin for Regina Mills' sister on Once Upon a Time,
Go
which
on.
was her being the Wicked Witch of the West from the Oz stories. Okay, look, and for any of y'all that don't know what I'm talking about, I mean, let me know in the comments if I need to make a Once Upon a Time series of streams and chats. We can get that all the way together.
Once you're gone, she didn't pull rank on her like that. She's technically the
ma'am.
She pulling rank. She literally said the queen demands that you leave. That's pulling rank.
Rhaenyra told that man to start the song over again, and he did, but then Alicent came in like, the queen orders you to leave, and you know what? That motherfucker got up and left. She pulled rank, literally.
But what choice did she have, though, y'all? Like, what choice did she have? Her job as the queen, right? Queen consort, because she's not even like Targaryen, but her job as the king's bedmate is to make him happy. He wants all of his kids in one place for his freaking birthday. Her job is to, by any means necessary, and by, the nicest of those necessary means, to get Rhaenyra's ass to wherever she needs to be. Period.
Oh yeah, that's not the issue. But
so
it's
she pulled rank.
Yeah, she did. She pulled rank to get it done. It's not about not having the choice.
No choice. I could see if she had a choice,
but she still pulled rank.
She rolled up and was like, you know what, Bard, shut that up. I want to talk to Rhaenyra. That's not it. You see me here.
She did that, but she did it nicely.
I'm the queen. I rolled up. I'm the queen. I rolled up. Everybody's supposed to stop talking and speaking and all that anyway, right? First off. So
exactly, stepmom said move.
You're going to disrespect me, princess. You're going to disrespect me, princess, by telling him, nah, stay here and keep playing. What about that? Like, I'm on Rhaenyra's side, but at the same time, if you're going to be disrespectful, please prepare to be disrespected.
And that's exactly what happened. That's what we said. She pulled rank.
Yeah.
I don't think that's not pulling rank.
No, that's definitely pulling rank.
When you pulling rank for me, and from Charleston, South Carolina, so it is with
me too.
For me, pulling rank is when somebody who is above you but has no reason to pull rank or has no reason to assert their authority in that moment decides to do that. That's pulling rank. Otherwise, it's you following the chain of command. You're doing what you're supposed to do. But if I have to pull rank on you, it's because you're doing something that I don't want you to do, whether it's wrong or not, and I want you to stop it. So I pull rank.
Exactly. That's my point. But it's still pulling rank.
I pull. You see what I'm saying?
But it's still pulling rank. You're saying pulling rank is a negative. Right. My mama can come in here right now and be like, turn off the stream. I'd be like, well, shit. That's my mom. She come in and pull rank. Or my mama can come in here and be like, here, drink this juice. But she's still pulling rank. Like, you're drinking that? No, drink this juice. That's pulling rank.
But that's your mama. In this case, Viserys would be
exactly. That's her mama.
That's what I'm saying. In this case, Viserys would be your mama. Alicent is not your mama. Alicent
but she is. She's the queen.
So Alicent
is the mama.
Their job as the police is to make sure that the government stays happy.
Because we're still saying the same thing.
What I'm trying to for me is sympathy for Alicent, and this is what I'm trying to explain: sympathy for Alicent versus not having sympathy for Alicent. Pulling rank to me is no sympathy for Alicent. This hoe came in here and was like, listen, you're going to do what I want you to do because I said. Whereas on the other side of this, what I'm saying is she's not pulling rank. Her job is to make this mother happy. So she's coming out there basically pleading like, yo, come on. You got to do, come on. And then when Rhaenyra's like, nah, that. She's like, yo, fine, I'm queen. Tell him now.
Pulling rank.
That's a different, like, I don't know how to explain what I'm trying to.
We're saying the same thing.
Pulling rank would be like Cersei Lannister going up.
She also pulls rank. To me, there's no difference in tone when you're talking about pulling rank. That's what it is.
When there really isn't any reason to do that, right? Alicent had a reason to do that. That's what I'm trying to say.
No, but you're talking about the tonnage of the pulling rank. Either, no matter how it goes, the rank was pulled. It could be pulled nicely, it could be pulled rudely, but it was pulled. So that's what she did. She came in and she pulled rank. She was like, okay, we got to go. You don't want to go? Too bad. We got to get up. Get up and leave. We got to go. Pull rank.
She didn't have a choice. I can see it. And for that, I feel like she shouldn't be, I guess she shouldn't be condemned for that. I don't think that we should look at
no, that's not that. I just don't like her.
Rank and be like, oh, this bitch can't pull rank.
Oh, no, that's just me not liking her.
What was she going to do? Walk back in there and be like, Viserys, Rhaenyra.
No, that's why she had to pull rank. I still don't like her.
No,
like, she didn't want to go in the first place. Y'all don't care about her. Like, that's what the real thing is. They don't care about her. The only reason you wanted to talk to her at this moment is because you knew Viserys wanted to do something. He don't ever do nothing himself. So she had to come in there and pull rank and get her to go. And she said what she said in the carriage. And that's why he sat there in silence, like, nobody's here for me. And he was like,
right, yeah, he didn't have any answer for that at all. And she was right in saying that.
I think it's semantics, because when you hear pull rank, that sounds like something. It sounds like a bad thing. You know what I mean? Like, it sounds bad. So I think it's more semantics.
For me, it's just pulling rank. I pull rank on people at work. Well, I pulled rank anytime. I pull rank on anybody. It's not necessarily a bad thing for me. You know what I mean? It's not.
Somebody probably come pull rank on me. I would take that as a bad thing. Sure. I was like, yo,
it depends on what it is.
Right, yeah, that's it. A lot of times, I mean, to me anyway, a lot of times it's situational.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, yeah, but Allison, honestly, as always, from the moment we've seen all of the nonsense starting to go down, yeah, she's done it because she didn't feel like she had any choice in it. But because a lot of us know what her true character is and where she's going to end up, all of this just gets put on the list as, yeah, this is why you assholes got fucked up in the end. So yeah, that's pretty much it.
Okay, I do have one more point, but not to this. This is my last point for the episode.
Oh, go ahead.
Corliss's brother smoked Black and Milds.
Wait, okay.
Did you see him?
I didn't.
Did you find a picture of him and tell me what happened to Black and Milds?
You talking about the extra tint of brown on his lips, or
he looked like somebody who go down to the corner store and let me get that pack. Let me get 2 Black and Milds. He go out the parking lot and he freak it and then he smoke it. That's exactly what he looked like. I promise you. The moment I saw him arguing with Corliss, I was like, he looked like he smoked Black and Milds. Look at him.
Oh my god!
Like, I'm being honest.
You sure it's Black?
Right? Yeah. Okay. Y'all know. First and foremost, I am never out here just to have a YouTube channel to make money off of. I am here to have fun with my friends. And this is why I keep telling people, please go to Meeks' channel and look at her shit. I found Meeks through Sean's tank top. And when I started watching her, I was like, oh no, that you have to be doing more than this. And she does a lot, mind you. She watches a lot of damn shows and still has a full-time job, y'all. She still be out here in these YouTube streets. I'm just doing all of the content that she does. And if you look on her repertoire, you will see there's a lot of shit on there.
It's a lot, and
she is hilarious in all of her recaps. I had no choice. I mean, to me anyway, I had no choice but to send her a message on Twitter like, yo, I'll be doing this. And I just found you through Sean and blah, blah, blah. You want to come rock with me on a couple discussions? And luckily, we've been doing it ever since. It's been like 3 years now.
Like, I bet you, if you pull up a picture of him, you will understand. Like, he just looked like it. He just looked like it. That's why he's hanging with Day Day. That's why he's hanging with Day Day. It's Day Day and him, and they went to the corner store.
Oh my god!
And Day Day was like, "What is this thing you talking about? A black? What is the black? What is the Black and Mild? Do you know what a Black and Mild is?" He's like, "Do you know what a Black and Mild? I know what a Black and Mild is. Do you know what a Black and Mild is? No, let's go ahead and get that and freak that. Let's go ahead and freak it. What do you mean freak it? What you do is you take it and you crunch it on the inside and it loosens it." Like, bruh, that's what they be doing. Like, it works. It works.
Okay, so here I rarely ever self-promote, honestly. Here's the point to where I say, though, yo, if you're enjoying the chuckles and the tangents, please like and subscribe. Because we be doing this all the time.
We do.
All the time. And I don't just cover random things from the great George R.R. Martin. I do a fair decent amount of nerd topics. So please do check it out. So we know that we can come back with some more random nonsense and Black Girl Magic commentary on this stuff.
But that was my last point. You know, he spoke Black and Miles, and I did enjoy that whole entire ending thing. And I like seeing Black people out there doing things. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I will also say before we move on to our last few segments from B, the whole conflict here, Viserys again has been trying to just stay in the good times, and everyone's happy, it's prosperous, and all of that. And then all this nonsense starts happening, and he sends that messenger to the Stepstones. And you could tell from the look on Daemon's face.
He was not happy.
He was looking at it. First of all, I'm pretty sure he caught at least the tail end of Corliss's little brother popping off at the mouth. If y'all remember watching that scene, Corlys, not Corlys, I don't remember his damn name, but the brother that was talking couldn't even bring himself to turn and look at Daemon.
Mm-hmm.
You talking all this shit. And again, this is why Corlys is one of the realest dudes in the game. You not about to pull me into some fucking treason ass bullshit against the Crown Prince. I don't care if he may not be the heir anymore. He is Daemon fucking Targaryen. You trying to pull a mutiny on my fucking name. What the hell is wrong with you?
Bruh.
No, nay. But, Daemon, you was a little out of pocket, beating the messenger. You ain't supposed to do that. Stop it. But I do appreciate the petty. I appreciate the petty of it all, though. And then he went across in his little ass boat, got on shore, and tried to pull a fucking Achilles going up to Troy, and the Trojan horse. And then he decided to just start killing for nothing. And for whatever reason, even though he did not go to the school of Apocalypto and dodging arrows, this motherfucker still has all of the plot armor of Jon Snow and only got hit with 3 arrows in non-vital places. Mm-hmm. And he survived. He literally was breaking the arrowheads and pulling them out. And for those of you that may not know, an arrowhead is shaped like this. And normally there's a flat line under them. And if it's something of a bit more higher quality, the flat goes into a triangle. That means if you try to pull that out, it will tear you up from those points. So the better option is to break the shaft and push through that little small amount until you can pull it out the back end with minimal damage. And that's what happened with Day. The plot armor at its fucking finest is all I can say.
Listen, he should have caught more.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Now,
that's enough.
I mean, I appreciate the drama of it all. I liked it, but I really wanted to see that fight with him in the crab theater. I feel very cheated on that. Yeah.
But then I understand because the time constraints in the show, they got to show what they got to show what they want to show to get the story moving. And I get that, but I still wanted to see him because how did he had an arm and a torso? I want to know, how did he get covered in blood? Like, did he throw him in the air? Like,
I got the answer. The only answer that makes sense to me. He reached into the future, and because House Stark has a blood connection with the Targaryens, he tapped into his inner faceless man, Arya Stark, and he was able to defeat the crab feeder in a dark cave.
You see what you've done to us, George? Do you see that?
That's the only thing that makes sense. Because why would you not show an epic fucking one-on-one battle like that?
He came out with half of this man.
He came out with half of the man holding his hand ungloved. Does Day have grayscale now? He has to have all of the cooties, right?
I don't know.
Or am I tripping?
Maybe not.
I mean,
Tyrion didn't get the cooties. You know,
he didn't.
Maybe Tyrion had a mushroom in his foot. I don't know.
Did Tyrion touch Jorah though?
No, I'm talking about in the books. Tyrion got touched by grayscale men on the ship with the fake
You're right. You're right.
Targaryen.
And that it's not that theory, but I think the theory of the Shrouded Lord, who is like in charge of all those assholes with grayscale that's hanging out in the Sorrows, is supposed to be his uncle Garyon that disappeared.
Yeah, but that would mean
so because of that, a lot of people believe Garyon spun some magic to protect Tyrion from catching grayscale.
Which I think is crazy, guys. It's a disease. It's a virus.
Very.
We've all lived through the pandemic. No, like we know. We know now what happens when a virus that cannot cure gets out into the public. No amount of prayer, magic, uncles are gonna save you. Okay? Okay? We've lived it. We know now.
Yeah. I mean it's not only that, but it's what the hell is it? I guess maybe just the strength of him being a Lannister, but the Lannisters really don't have any type of magic blood like that. So why would you even be able to do that? Shut up, Timo.
They have magic that you don't even know yet. Yeah, you know, like don't you count them out because you don't even know the kind of magic they got. Yo,
really?
Everybody been sleeping on them this whole time.
They've been sleeping with each other this whole time. That's why they stuck.
Exactly. And
they was
I have a question for y'all. Do y'all
What's the
feel
question?
better now? Do y'all feel better now that y'all seen a 12-year-old talk about getting married to this old man?
No.
And betting
I
him?
wish it would have happened, and then half the problems wouldn't be here.
Because
here's the thing with that. No, here's the thing with that.
I don't care how old she is.
No, see, that's the thing. We cannot judge their decisions on our real world mentality.
I wanted that to happen. Just don't touch her till she's like 15, 16 because
exactly. She had 2 years. She had 2 years.
Ruined it.
That's what she said.
You ruined your house, my guy. This is the demise of your house based on you choosing that chick. Like
this was the beginning. It was of the Dance of Dragons.
Like this destroyed multiple houses. Viserys doesn't even realize you killed House Targaryen. Yes, but you literally killed off House Strong, whether you recognize it or not. Your actions, your result of the actions, wiped an entire house off the fucking map. Countless other people died. Countless small folk, their families completely wiped out because they were infighting in between small. Like all of these things. Like Viserys is there are so many things that could have avoided the Dance of the Dragons. Yeah, and that's one of those are some of the things that I wrote in my points. Like all these things didn't have to happen. Like
they were easily avoidable.
That is Robb Stark. I had Robb.
That's the whole Stark family.
Robb Stark was dumbass too. That was mind you, this is coming from someone that y'all know loves House Stark. They're still my favorite house. But
if Ned would have just like towed the line for a little bit and then went the fuck home,
bruh, Ned should have never fucking left the North. He wasn't equipped for that shit.
I mean, betrothed Sansa to Joffrey and sent her ass. Like, why do we all have to go?
Why does everybody gotta go?
This is all bad. I need you to be my hand. No, you don't.
No, you don't.
You don't need it.
Like, what happened to your last hand? He did what? He died. He was killed.
By poison? What? Like, all these things you find out.
What do you mean? Exactly. The phrase did him dirty. And mind you, again, I am not giving the phrase a pass on this shit at all. However, Robb, you should have known that any type of pact of bread and salt is not going to save you from me once you betray our initial contract. And that means that you really didn't give a fuck, and now I got to get at you about that shit.
Yeah, Robb did the same thing with the Karstarks, where he was like, just wait until after the war is over to handle it.
And then deal out the punishment. Exactly.
He didn't do that. He went ahead and did what he wanted to do because she thought it was, the thing to do. So they also have a thing in like ruining the situation. And Viserys is the thing about that. Like he is putting all this in motion. And he is fucking himself up. And fucking Strong is out here trying to be like, listen, we want to make sure
some sense.
Strong. Please make a sensible
move. Rob, I saw this and I was like, oh my god, Rob did the same fucking thing. I was like,
it's so dumb.
It's so bad. It's
like Rob literally had that shit in the back. He was winning back to back every battle against Tywin. If he would not have married Talisa, the shit would have been over, and you probably would have been able to save your dad and snatch your sisters back. Who the fuck cares if another war comes after that? We already know that nobody was ever able to get past the neck because Kaelin was too strong, and House what the fuck is it? Greywater Watch, House Reed that leads that swampy area in the neck. They were too strong, and we know the magic blood that they got. There would never have been a force that could come and hit them about anything they did if Rob would have been smart. Like the only motherfuckers that were ever able to conquer the North were the Targaryens, and that's only because they had dragons. And I've lately been rethinking that whole thing. I think there's a whole different reason why Torrhen bent the knee. Because of what we heard in episode 1. I think Aegon actually told him about that shit. And because the Starks already know about magic and the shit that goes on, they were like, you know what? I got you. Once the time comes, mesh our houses, and then we'll get it done. But that pact was never completed. So House Stark came to ruin. House Targaryen came to ruin. They fucked it up.
Yes. It's like they never keep their fucking word.
Bruh.
Your precious heart house. Honorable
That's
House
it.
Stark.
Again, I love House Stark, but their hands are not clean of blood like everybody else. No, don't mistake that.
Everybody's
like that.
Oh, it's a little robot-y.
Right, yeah, you robot, Timo.
Me? Oh.
Okay, it sounds good now. Keep going. Yeah, repeat what you just said. We didn't hear.
Oh no, I'm just like it's just like everybody's like that. Like that's why this is the destruction of Westeros. Like God, everybody goes against whatever pact they make, whatever word they do, whatever betrothed and stuff. It's I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, that's what the North remembers.
Y'all, the wigs. Yeah. Okay. Look, if you want to hear us rant about the wigs, go to our episode 1 discussion.
Yeah, episode 1.
And we're not going to rehash that. B. We the last few points we have together are from Lady D, and we did go off on tangents, which always causes us to go on longer than we usually plan. But we're still not going to rush it. So D, B, let us know which points are, my lady.
So
we're about to hear some shit.
No, I started doing points more in a collection of points instead of like the 1 through 5. So the first one is going to be the first collection is There Be Dragons, like what we were sort of touching on. So like new rock stars, like with the Falcon, I would like to start instituting There Be Dragons whenever someone does something extra dragony.
Come on.
So
let's put a pin in that. We'll write that down right now.
There Be Dragons. Okay. So I feel like there were a few times where we can point out There Be Dragons. One, when we see the first inkling of dragonness, well, second, with the first being after Daemon called the boy of air for a day. The second inkling of dragonness from Viserys when he's in the room constantly asking about Rhaenyra, and then he just stops and is like, yo, where the heck is Rhaenyra? Like, he's like, I'm done. Like, this is where Rhaenyra is, right?
And also, you just now noticing? Huh?
I was like, no, where is it? I'm asking for it. So there's that. The second one is when he told the Lannister right, to get the F out of here.
Come on.
And rip his head off. Oh, there be the dragon.
There be the dragon, and he gotta be in his cups before the dragon comes out.
Before the dragon.
He needs a little heat for the dragon. He gotta heat it up. He gotta heat up his own.
Oh, you think we need strength, motherfucker? How very dare you?
Like, that's real cute. You're a lion. I'm a dragon.
We're so quick.
Rhaenyra.
Hold on. To bring it back again, another Game of Thrones connection. You know, by what right does the lion have to judge the dragon?
I'm telling
Fuck y'all.
Come on.
I'm telling you, what natural law? None. You don't add any strength. What planet do you live on? But all right, so there be the dragon. When Rhaenyra hops on that white horse, that blood raven ass horse, and bolts out, there be the dragon.
She was gone.
And then finally, when Daemon Targaryen gets the letter from his brother, that his brother is going to help him, I say, there be the dragon.
Come on.
Daemon not only attack the messenger, but he was dead ass like, cool, bet. I'm going to pull a Gendry and roll my ass. Like, and you know, he was talking shit the whole time in his head the whole time. Like, these motherfuckers. The whole time. I will come over here. See, y'all over here acting like I'm just on my dragon and I can't bring over here. Oh,
he was like, we've been out here for 3 motherfucking years. We've been out here for 3 years, and this is what you gonna do. Somebody with the last 5 minutes of the fight. Fuck, not me, bro.
Right.
Look, you gonna give me your little 2,000 fucking men to come over here on the ship? It's been 3 years, you asshole. You knew war was at your fucking doorstep, but you chose to ignore it. Me and Corliss over here trying to get the shit back together, and you sitting over here sleeping and playing.
And now we almost you want to come send some motherfucking help.
And now you want to come, and that's why Daemon knew he had to be the one to kill the crab.
Yes,
he had to.
I can't be this weak. I can't look like. I cannot. Like, what you mean? I've been out here this whole time, and now you're gonna say, nah, it was
exactly.
Because I've been that man before. You know, like, tell me to get my use every kind of thing you do is actually a syllable that you speak. I know you did not just tell me I could not. That's
right? Actually, no, because I hurt my back earlier, so my back is burning.
Yeah. She shouldn't have did that move in the first place, for real.
She's like, too much.
Right, exactly. They got the letter, and you could tell, again, Matt Smith is fucking killing this role like I knew he would. You could tell by the look on his face, he was like, oh,
really?
Oh, word? Okay. Mm-hmm. Let me grab this helmet. Match! He did not skip a fucking beat. And the dudes have to pull him off like, yo, Daemon, we get it, but that's enough, bruh.
It's like, it wasn't him. Like, he didn't do it.
Right. And that, again, is where I question all, the tables turned then. And then Laenor came in with the big save.
Literally
when the fuck did Laenor bond with Sea Smoke? I love that the scene is there. I'm not complaining about it. Don't get me wrong. I just want to know when that happened, because we know that he did end up with Sea Smoke in the original material. And Laena, she ends up with Vhagar. So how did that happen?
Like, did it already happen for her yet? Or are we going to see that? Because they're twins, right? Because they're twins, right? So they are. Yeah. She was 12 3 years ago. So she was 15, 16. They're both 15.
Yeah. So they're both about 15, 16.
So I'm thinking that they both they had their dragons off screen and we didn't see the bonding, right? But realistically speaking, they've been around these dragons like their whole life. They've been able to go in and out of the dragon pit or whatever. And so
because they would be at King's Landing. Yeah.
Right. Like, these aren't dragons, like, so these dragons have already existed. And then I do remember when they were on the they were parlaying or whatever you want to call it, when they were hanging out with Uncle Black and Mao.
Thank you. Come on.
Okay, you know what? Yo, hashtag Uncle Black and Mao, okay? Let's get it trending, people. Get it trending. Let's go.
Uncle Black and Mao, yes.
Uncle Black and Mao was like, sending the dragons. And he said it with an S. And I was like, oh, Laena is riding the dragon. And I was just waiting, no.
I didn't catch that.
I didn't catch that. Why don't he said send in the dragons? They were like, no, they keep running back into the cave. That's not gonna work. And I was like, send in the dragons. Oh, we've got 2, we've got 3. How many do we have? I didn't know if we were gonna see Laena. I was like, Laena wasn't there, was she? But I know Laenor is there. He's standing there. Laenor is a dragon rider. So my thought process was, well, where is Sea Smoke? Because you're going to be the other dragon rider because there's Caraxes landing. So when for me, it was more of a, not like a, oh no, we missed the bonding, but more so of it as the way that they're doing this show, they're moving it forward in a way where they're not going to show us every detail, kind of like how we spoke about, and they're just going to hop on the important things. So no, we don't see Laenor with Sea Smoke, but maybe we'll see Laenor die, right? When he's over there with his
I think we
and Carl.
I think we definitely will.
All those things, right? Like we'll hear Sea Smoke cry or whatever else, possibly see him being reclaimed, possibly those things, like with Sea Smoke. So I'm interested to see what's going on with him, but I was really happy to see a black person on the dragon. I'm not gonna lie. I'm sorry if that
I was hollering.
No, that's facts.
I was like, oh my god,
hollering. That's what I wish.
This is GOT. This is GOT fandom history. It's the first time on screen where we are seeing
melanin on the dragon.
On a dragon, and it's not a bastard.
I thought I was gonna be offended with the like black people just being thrown in there like a token, but
it's not.
It's totally exactly. It totally it fits perfectly. Like, so they did a good job.
It's not even.
I thought it was gonna be pandering. I thought it was gonna be like, I was really worried about that. But
well, Timo, that was his first concept for Valyrians. Period, not just Valyrians or Targaryens.
Yeah,
Valyrians period would have been all black, kind of like how in the Night Flyers that the person should have been a black woman, and now in the TV show she's a black woman, but in the book she would have been a black woman. It is what it is. Shit wouldn't sell if it looks a certain way. So I was really excited to see, and knowing that he was involved with this, I was really excited to see, well, what are you going to do with these black people, George? So this is your original concept, to have Valyrians be black and to be this striking looking. What is it that you want to do with this?
Yes.
And that's the thing. A lot of folks in the fandom think that, and this is what we kind of touched on this in earlier episodes. There's a lot of fan art that's been out for multiple decades. So when people think of House Velaryon and of Corlys, I believe what it is they're thinking of that fan art that we've seen for how many years we've been into this fandom. But in the book, it's been proven multiple times, there is no exact description of what people from House Velaryon look like. So it stands to reason that, they absolutely could have been black. Look at all of the cultures in Essos. The rainbow of colors we saw of people in Game of Thrones. Valyria was part of Essos. What doesn't make sense is that it would be all white people.
Mm-hmm.
That's what doesn't make sense to me. They absolutely were multicultural. Like, just say you're a racist because you're a racist. Don't put this other bullshit in it.
Yes, I was just so worried that it would just be it would be thrown off and people would be talking about it.
I don't think it's gratuitous at all.
I love it. I love it.
It's not at all. Yes.
I saw the actor without the hair and I was like, you're not the same. My guy, you need the wig all the time. I know it's not weighted properly. I understand, but you need your wig and you need your beard because I don't know who that is. That's not my Corlys.
He's playing it perfectly. He is carrying it perfectly. He is like, he's doing a very good job. Like, I mean,
I love it.
Perfect. I love it. And just.
Just a random. The last There Be Dragons moment is when Daemon dragged that dude's half body out. That right there.
Yes.
That whole thing for me is all a part of one long Daemon.
So you said at the end, like, there be dragon,
right? Like you see them say, like when once you see him read the note and he beat them, it's like, okay, all right. But once I saw him in the ship, I was like, nah, he is literally rowing over there to where they at. There be the dragon. There be the dragons. He's about to go right over there.
He literally pulled up.
He got that note and was like, oh, you think this is what the fuck I want? You think I fucking need you? Okay, here's your fucking parchment back, you little asshole. Here, take these couple bashes with the helmet and get the fuck out of my sight. Corlys, you know what? don't even worry about what the fucking little brother talk about. I'm fitting to get in this boat right here. I'll send a Raven in about a half hour when I get done clearing these motherfuckers out.
Today.
He did.
And this asshole got on the fucking boat.
Plan after him, like, okay, so listen, Lena, are you gonna come from this way? We're gonna come from that way. Bring the ships around the back so they don't see us. What you mean? Well, he is clearly getting. Look at him. He's in a rowboat. He's in a rowboat right now.
Like, what you want me to tell him? What you want me to tell him? What you want me to tell him?
Whole ass fucking boat with one dude on it. This motherfucker, again, like I said earlier, he pulled an Achilles storming the beaches of Troy.
He was like, how am I supposed to tell him shit? How am I supposed to tell nigga gone?
20 minutes.
Right.
We even got there. We got galleys. You know how many motherfuckers is on a galley pulling the galley with the yo ho ho ho? We got yo ho ho ho. He is by himself, and he made it by himself. There be the dragon. That's why.
I'm saying right.
Ho, we got like 50 motherfuckers down here pushing the ship. How you do it by yourself? Not fair.
Come on. I agree. And they do have all black names, and I'm not mad at it.
You know what? I did not even notice that again until a Twitter thread that I saw last week. I was like, wait a minute. Hold on, wait. These motherfuckers got a damn point. Yeah, the whole of House Targaryen's fucking because look at the trend of how black folk name their children. Damon is a very fucking common name among us. Damien.
Yeah.
Rhaenyra's. I literally could see people walk around the hood with that damn name. Daenerys.
Mm-hmm.
Aegon. How unsimilar are all of those names to regular shit with white folks only being in the world? That's what I said earlier. I totally agree. Day, aka Daemon Targaryen. He would absolutely be in the hood wrecking fucking shop. Anybody try to pull up over there?
And Kev on stage has
who won it?
And Kev on stage has dubbed Rhaenyra's as Niecy, the older one. What's her name?
Yes. Oh, okay, I'm glad I'm not the only one that be watching his recaps. Yo, Kev on stage's recaps are fucking hilarious.
Come up? Yes, Niecy did come up. Mm-hmm. We got Niecy, you got Uncle Black Mile now. Like,
I'm telling you.
See, and that's one of the things.
That's a black name.
Yeah, that's one of the things I love about watching the fandom grow on YouTube, because you get random folk like Kev on stage who has not read the source material, and he tells you that from the beginning of the video. I don't know what's going down. This is just how I interpret what I see.
Mm-hmm.
And he's fucking hilarious. Please go check him out. Mods, if anybody can find his channel real quick and post it in the chat, I'd appreciate that. Y'all go sub and tell him AK sent you, damn it. I don't know. Maybe I might be able to coax him into coming on here.
Good luck with that. That man's expensive. That man's expensive. He's a big boy now.
Oh, I know that. I probably should have did it like 5 years ago and got it on the ground level.
Listen, but, yes.
I wasn't big myself then. So.
I bet you there is a Pookie. I bet you there is a Pookie. I can put money on it. There's a Pookie somewhere.
So when Rhaenyra starts acting like a little bitch, I'm gonna call her Ray.
Oh, shut the fuck up, Timo.
She's Ray regardless. You know what I'm saying?
No, continue. No, continue, B. Let's just skip that whole subject.
And then my last Dare Be the Dragon is the White Heart choosing its own queen.
Come on.
Yeah, like
yes.
The White Heart is the symbol of it. So I thought that the White Heart choosing its own queen, its own ruler, and Rhaenyra's fight for dominance. Right? Like she's literally fighting nature, or what you would say the flow of things, or the way things are. She's literally fighting nature for dominance and for survival and for like the keeping of her claim. If she would have died right there, obviously she would have lost her claim. If she would have faltered right then, she would have, fell to nature and died, all of these things. And she did that. So she came out of there covered in the blood, came back to camp. The White Heart chose her. She drugged that thing through the camp, looking at everybody like, yeah, 2 miles an hour, so everybody see me type thing. And facts, there be the dragon.
Can we all give Lady D one half of the Conspiracy Twins a round of applause? You're fucking right.
Come on.
So my next collection is, my next one is not a collection of stuff, but it's more so just the it's 4 additional points and then some honorable mention. The first point is the singer. The singer underneath the tree with Rhaenyra.
Fucking Samwell.
She has Samwell singing one song over and over and over
again.
and over.
What's that song about?
About Nymeria. Now, what we know about the Song of Ice and Fire, right, and the Fandom and all those things, are that songs from the children are history. So whenever we see a song, we know it's a history. So she is sitting here under this tree with this history storyteller reading a history book intently, flipping back and forth. No, sing it again while she's reading it. Nah, sing it again. I want to know what she's looking for. She looks like me crafting a theory. She's listening to Roy Dotrice, and she's flipping through the book, and she's trying to figure out exactly why doesn't this make any sense, or how did they know this, or where did that raven go, or what? Like, this is what she's doing to me. So what I want to know is
the Maester's lying.
You know the Maesters. They Maesters.
You know they are. They always scheming with House Hightower
through their teeth. That's why she's like, nah,
The books are wrong.
So to listen to the song over and over.
Hey, hold on, real quick, B. Real quick. Sorry, I just want to give a shout out to Joan. I ain't seen Joan in the chats in quite a while. So welcome back, Joan. Appreciate you being here.
We need to update the episode title. We'll do that. But that was
go ahead.
That was the number one. Just the what is she studying there? Because she's literally got 2 sources of history and she's comparing them. She's comparing the song to the book. And she's trying to figure something out, and I want to know what that thing is. So there's that. The second thing, what we talked about with Alicent and control, and how she does have control over the castle and like the common folk and those average people because she's the queen, so she can tell you, I'm queen, like you were saying, full rank in a sense. But at the end of the day, you are still beholden to your father. You are the queen. You've already had a child. You have one in your belly. And he can still tell you, okay, now change your plans. You don't want one big happy family. Raise that boy up to basically hate his sister or to be, opposite of his sister. And she's going that way. And additionally, she's 7 to 8 months pregnant, and she's in that bumpy ass carriage on that long ass ride.
Yeah,
she has.
And Rhaenyra even asked her, "Are you sure you're okay to be traveling like this?"
The Maester was like,
"The Maester said it was okay. Okay, we already saw the Maesters commit a double murder in episode 1, so nah, fuck that advice."
Yeah, they already have a boy, so yeah, the Maester says it's fine. They'll just get another womb and make another child. But I thought it was interesting that she had.
He's like, oh,
she. Well, yeah, he's so dumb. He's just happy that they're all there. But yeah, 7 to 8 months pregnant. She's in that carriage. She's clearly uncomfortable, right? And it's her job to keep him happy. She doesn't really have any control, but she has control over everyone else. So she's in this weird position where she has control over everything and everyone else except for herself and the things that she wants control over, like her life. So I think that was. Yeah, but she doesn't do it anymore.
Oh, I was like, wait.
So it's like, where's that narrative?
Hold on. B, you cut out for a second.
Did you say something or did you take a pause?
Yes. No, Timo was saying that she, that's where the nail biting comes from.
Oh, that was she was nail biting.
Yeah, and I was like, yeah, before. Now she doesn't. You don't see her nail bite anymore.
You don't see her nail perfect.
And I think it's because she does feel like she is more in control. She's not nervous anymore. You've already gotten that. You're the queen, but you're not in control of the things that are most dear to you. Your life and your children's lives. You're not. Your father is still
very true.
So it's interesting. The next one is the battery in Alicent's back. So we see that the battery is put there by her father, Otto, like, look, you got to go do this. But by Viserys being drunk that night and saying, did I make a mistake in front of her? There's absolutely no way that she's not telling me she didn't help put the battery in her back. You helped gas her. So it's going to be interesting, I think, to see how those seeds grow throughout the rest of the episode.
Yeah.
The next one and this is all about Otto, so I guess this is one big thing. All about Otto. Otto has clearly been being pushed by his family in the way that Alicent is pushing Otto. We see in that first scene his brother roll up on him and go, yeah, well, we know what the deal is, though, right? We got a boy now. So Aegon need to be able. And he's like, nah, I don't know about that. Rhaenyra still, he's like, nah, you talking about our boy needs to be king, right? Like that's gonna happen, right? And you see the wheels in his head start to turn like, oh crap, so now
Yep.
I have to make this happen. And then you realize, oh my gosh, everyone has someone to answer to, right?
Yeah.
So Allison has to answer to Otto, and Otto has to answer to the High Tower. Now, who's
His
in the
brother,
High
yeah.
Tower right now,
Yeah,
running the
it's
High
him.
Tower, and what they're trying to, what machinations, whatever, I can't give you that, right? I have, it's been a while. I need to get back to the books, get into my cups, and see who's running the High Tower at a time. But there's clearly someone at the top who is pushing
Yeah.
very,
That's
very,
where I-
very hard for this.
That's what I'm trying to
And
figure
they're
out.
in
It's like,
they're in the High Tower. And from what we know at the High Tower, everything with Old Town, et cetera, it's just, it's very interesting to see, especially if Aegon's dream had been in any way preserved by the Maesters and sent to the Citadel. There's absolutely no way that the High Towers would not be privy to that information. They just have too many ties. And so I do think it's interesting, especially with, that large beacon, right, that they have. Like, they're aware of the Long Night, what happened to Westeros all those thousands of years ago.
Mm-hmm.
They know why they're burning that High Tower, why that flame never goes out on top. Like, they have an idea, right? And so I think it would be really interesting to learn more about that. Are they just pushing it because they know about the prince that was promised, and so they're like, okay, prince that was promised.
they want it to be them.
It's our turn now. So we saw in the signs importance that Aegon is talking about his son or someone from his line being the person that is the prince that was promised. But the reality of the situation is we've been here first. We lived through the Long Night. Why should we give him control of our country? Like, you think of it that way, in the same way that they don't want the Dornish there, in the same way that they didn't necessarily want the first men where the Andals were there. Like, there's this thought process of superiority. And I think that the High Towers are clearly a part of that thought process.
Absolutely.
So I'm interested to know if they are trying to sit on the throne because of the prophecy that said that Old Tower would burn if it came against the Targaryens, right? But their need to have control in the same way that they did before the Targaryens got there. And so it's almost like this fight between, all right, well, we don't want to screw up and, if this vision is real, screw up and not have anybody to fight for humanity, but we don't want to be the persons that aren't in control. Mm-hmm. And additionally, if they were there for so long, right, with the Black Oily Stone and all that stuff, I know it's getting to book stuff, guys, right, who haven't read it, if what the High Tower is built on with the mazes and the labyrinth and all those things, if this is who they are and they've been this weirdo sort of like magical or whatever signs importance family from the very beginning, right, since after the Long Night or however when they got there, then I think some questions need to be raised about what they know about the coming Long Night and what they know about what's happening, because in the event that they've also been given a dream that it's their line, but then all of a sudden you have a completely different motivation for wanting power in King's Landing. And so I found it really interesting. And those are my points. Thanks for coming to my TED Talk.
And you know what, to tap on that, it totally makes sense. Because, again, like I said in one of our previous discussions, the maze makers that no one really knows anything about, they built all those tunnels and shit underneath where the High Tower is right now. There's a reason that they went and got Brandon Stark, Brandon the Builder, first of his name, I do believe, in the Stark line, to come and build the High Tower. Another structure we know that Brandon the Builder built was not only the wall, but also Storm's End, which is why Melisandre couldn't just go off willy-nilly with her magic and send a shadow baby in there. There's a specific weekend part that she had to utilize to do that. House Hightower absolutely knows there's some magic random shit going on in the world, and they know they have an insulation against it. That's why I think in the show, I mean, they did a piss poor job of showing it, but what they did say, with showing the indifference that Samwell was met with through the Grand High Maester that he talked to. Like, there's always some random war. Wildlings are always going off the hinge and whatnot, but the wall still remains. If there are these random undead demons, the wall will still remain, and we won't even have to worry about it all the way down here. That's what that says to me. So yeah, the High Towers, I think, have always been scheming in all of the magics, even though they try to make people through the Citadel believe that it's not real. Uther of the High Tower, because George R. R. Martin is also a big fan of Arthurian lore, and Uther is a character from that series. He named, like, I don't remember if it was the first Lord of the High Tower or if it was like his eldest son or something, but Uther of the High Tower, who was said to be like the Dragon's Bane or something or other, but like he was famous because he could kill dragons. How is there no connection between that and what was always seems to be going on with the Maesters? That's like the first hugest red flag in the whole lineage of House Hightower. They're always out to do some fuck shit. Meanwhile, they have the Maesters at the Citadel, who are the ones that educate all of the children of the High Lords, which isn't education to me, it's indoctrination.
Exactly. Propaganda.
They're able to twist all of that shit the way they want it, except where it comes to Dorne and the North, and a little bit by the Iron Islands. And, in the fan fiction mind that I possess, once I got into Game of Thrones around season 4, and all the history and lore I looked at and learned about, House Hightower, not House Hightower, but the whole of the North under House Stark, the Iron Islands, and the Dornish are the 3 most marginalized peoples in the land of Westeros and the 7 Kingdoms. If all 3 of them got together with all of their magic blood and started doing some shit,
it would be a problem.
Let's say Daenerys does come across the Narrow Sea with a whole bunch of Dothraki and Unsullied, and they really get to talking about the magic lore. It would have been a completely fucking different story than what we saw in season 8. I'm just saying, there's a lot of shit behind the scenes that you have to take into consideration, even with a story like this. George has proven that to us from the very first book. All these things that have happened in the years before, this is a whole cycle. It goes around in a circle. Just the board is reset every few thousand millennia and new players come on, but the game remains the same. And we're seeing that here, starting with the House of the Dragon. Y'all know some shit is coming, but you don't take the precautions that you need to take. And everything gets fucked up.
Yep.
That's it.
I love our history lessons from Viserys, though. I love when he tells story. I love his story times so much. But I think so. The High Towers are they trying to get their bloodlines, like their betrothed or whatever, to the royal family, so to increase their to increase their chances of somebody in their lineage being the prince that was promised or something?
Yeah, the only house that I would not say was trying to do that was House Stark. Because, again, like I said earlier, from the very beginning with Torrhen Stark, I think they already had some type of pact with House Targaryen. I don't think the North was ever going to be a problem. But when it comes to people like Otto, and even though I love Dorne and I love Doran, I think, his ancestors, when it came to, the peace talks where one of House Targaryen married a Dornish princess, I'm of the mind to agree with the theory that House Martell was trying to steal some type of dragon gene to raise dragons and to have dragon riders in their bloodline from House Targaryen, and that's why they agreed to that match. Because if you read the histories and we all know, Dorne was not fucking with the Targaryens at all.
Not at all.
But they absolutely started scheming on how to get some of that magic blood. And don't forget, the Dornish, especially House Martell, have some magic blood themselves through Nymeria and the water dancers that came from across the Narrow Sea that were her people.
But the High Towers only about prophecy.
Yeah, exactly. The High Towers are so steeped in freaking magic. That's why I think, because they rule the Citadel and nobody's paying attention to that, the Maesters are able to do all this shit and cover up nonsense and steer the narrative where they want it.
They're trying, they want that princess promise. They want the So they're doing it the whole sneaky way. I was funny. I was trying to say
Yeah, they want to have the reins to everything.
Yeah. Fuck that Maesters.
Fuck the high power. Fuck the hold on. Fuck all that. Oh,
Yeah.
sorry.
No, and you're right. I agree with what Angela's saying here. A lot of folks over time forgot how to use it. They forgot that the magic was actually a real thing.
Well, that's part of the Maesters, so that's their doing.
Yeah,
they were shutting that shit down.
Yeah,
you gotta hoard it
until they let the damn tellies in. Yeah, Santavia, the one thing that I will say about that is I think all of the Stark kids actually needed that bloodline from House Tully. Because if you remember, Catelyn is from House Tully, but before that, their lineage comes from House Went. And what do we know about House Went? Their lineage comes from House Lofston. Who's the most famous Lofston that we know? The lady that was said to be able to control giant bats and take baths in blood to keep herself, steeped to a level of magic that she could do these things. Mad Lady Lofston is what they called her. So you mix that with House Stark, who is, they have the power in their blood from the Children of the Forest. They have the power of magic from the North in general. All of the Skin Changers, the War King. Y'all remember that dude? That guy was defeated by House Stark and the Bannermen that they had rallied. So all of those chicks that they married during that time, every last one of them produced some type of skin changer or warg. And to clarify the difference, wargs deal with wolves and canines. Skin changers are everything else. The Stark kids would not have been so powerful if they didn't have the blood from House Went. Nope. Namely, from Catelyn from House Tully. Seriously, and it's just it's cool to see if you really play apples to oranges. Bran is the most powerful, but that's only because he's a Greensayer and no one else is. The second most powerful, I would argue, is Arya, because she not only can she warg Nymeria, but she's also a skin changer. Because we see her, she goes into the cats in Bravos, and that's how she absolutely ends up seeing while her body is blind.
And she wargs like
they didn't show that in the show with sucks.
Ocean. It's an entire ocean. Like we don't see exactly warging someone across
salt water.
Loses any connection with ghosts.
With ghosts
when he crosses the wall. Homegirl is straight up across the entire ocean, guys.
A whole ass fucking ocean and a portion of a continent. And she's still able to warg Nymeria in the Riverlands. Think about that. And that's one plot point on my Tinfoil Thursday series that I always brought up. Think about that. That's how powerful Arya is. If Arya was a Greensayer, this shit would have been done. Because y'all know Arya will kill for nothing. She don't got the time to play the games with you motherfuckers. You got a faceless man that's a warg, a skin changer, and saltwater does not deter her in any sense. Yeah. If they would have showed Arya truly riding into battle during the long night, she would have been coming from the Riverlands on Nymeria's back with what they say about the war. The guy that beat the War King, Arya would be coming from the Riverlands with all manners of beasts and animals at her back on Nymeria's back. Y'all really saw what the super pack looked like under Nymeria. Think about that shit. If Arya would have been able to do that shit, it wouldn't have just been Bran sitting in the Godswood. Theon, you're a good man. Shut the fuck up, Bran. We don't give a fuck about your opinion right now. Arya would have came into battle with a whole bunch of fucking random ass birds, fucking bears, stags, every damn thing would have been following her out of the forest from the Riverlands. The next one I would say is Rickon. He was pretty powerful, not as powerful as Arya though, but he did show signs. And I hope he does better and he learns his training in the book because how you not gonna zigzag, bro?
You learn how to zag, huh?
But anyway, again, tangent. That's neither here nor there. That's just, my random ass tinfoil as it connects to this, and I think when we really get into the guts of this story that is being told in House of the Dragon, one of my favorite things I'm looking for is Cregan Stark. Cregan is one of my favorite proto Starks from history. Him and Theon Stark, my two faves.
If they do,
and we already saw Cregan's dad. In episode 1, that was Cregan's father that was bending the knee and pledging to throw his lot with Rhaenyra for the next ruler on the Iron Throne. So I do believe at that point in time, Cregan has already been born. He's almost a man grown. And once we do see him,
please,
it's going to be great. Yeah, right. You saw what I put on Twitter today. Somebody had put up something saying Henry Cavill is allegedly in talks to be in House of the Dragon season 2.
Is he really?
My first response to that, my first response when I retweeted the quote tweet was,
from your mouth?
Please let it be Cregan Stark. Please let it be Cregan Stark.
Please
take away the blonde wig of Geralt
in the pools. No, he needs to take baths in the pools of Winterfell, and he's every episode.
I mean, look,
he's just 30. He got to be clean.
Look, I'm not trying to see half naked Henry in his pants, but I appreciate that. I stand for my straight sisters. I want y'all to have all
under the butt cheek. That's what I want to see. I want to see
all of the chiseled chests and the abs and the nice lifted round butts. I want all of that for y'all. I really do. My interest in that, honestly, is just I really, really fucking think he looks the part. And if you want to come when it talks to how badass Cregan Stark was during the Hour of the Wolf, how do you not cast Henry Cavill for that shit?
And he does really well in medieval.
He got the role on The Witcher because he was he's a huge fan of the books.
He was like,
hey, he's a huge fan of the books. He knows the lore.
He's like, come on.
So yeah, that shit works, and I'm here for it.
He does really well in medieval pieces. Like he
really does. He really does.
Yes.
So I'm here. I hope it might come out later that maybe that bullshit was just some bullshit. But I get it. But it's a great thought. I hope that it happens because he would really make a really good Cregan Stark, in my opinion.
He would be good.
So yeah,
come on.
Let's just say Corlys is the hottest dude on Hot D. You know what? I've heard many a person say that.
Right now, yeah.
He, in looks and in personality, with the exception of the wig. I'm still not down with the wigs.
It just needs weight. That's all. It just needs weight. That's it. For me, it needs weight.
Did y'all notice his brother's wig?
His brother's wig was really from Tyler Perry's House of. that shit was just sitting. It was sitting right here. His wig was like, right there. Brother.
Yep.
Yeah.
He was like, brother. What are we gonna, brother? Like, get your wig.
Facts. Okay. See, yeah, he's a total. I mean, look, I'm not.
That's what
I'm not for the zaddies, but yeah, I can see why y'all would think that, and I appreciate that you guys are getting the nice eye candy that you want. So yeah, go on and get that shit. You said Matt Smith is a strange type of hot. You're not the first person I've heard say that.
It's the blonde for me. I look at him in interviews and I'm like, oh, look, he's okay. But in the blonde, when he's Day-Day, like Day-Day do it. Day-Day do it.
Anytime, anywhere. It's just that stroke game threw it all for me. So I hope you have.
Yeah, no, see that stroke game. But then again, it was because it wasn't a blonde hair. He didn't have the thing that he wanted, which was somebody who was blonde. So maybe if it was somebody that looked like him, his stroke game would have been more firm and impactful instead of weak and sad.
No days off. I'm sorry. No days off. If that's what you're showing, you know what I'm saying?
If y'all like it, I love it. Okay, I want because here's the thing. Seriously, let's if we compare and contrast to House of the Dragon and Game of Thrones, there is a severe lack of peens.
You're right.
Yo, I'm
So
hoping we see Melisandre because I'll go gay for a day. For
okay. Did you see some of the latest news? Apparently, Elizabeth Olsen is in talks for a role.
Season 2.
My only beef with that. Now, okay, hear me out. I mean, I could be wrong, but my only beef with that is we already know that Melisandre is damn near like 400 years old.
So she's there.
So she doesn't really need to be cast as a younger actress.
No, she may not be.
The person that played her, the lady that played her in the original series, she could still come back and play her right now.
Yes, I want to see her titties. Yes.
She asked about it.
Yeah.
She asked about it. She put a post up on Instagram like, so I'm technically still alive.
Yeah.
Technically, yeah. But anyway, again, that's another tangent. That is another tangent. And we have absolutely had a blast with this, y'all. But we gotta cut it down and head out. So B, let's start with you. We'll go around the horn. You know, what you're doing, what's coming up, if anything, and just let us know. As always, though, I will say we will be back here every Monday, not 9:15ish, to chat about the episode that aired on the previous Sunday. So come back for all of that. And also, if you don't got anybody to watch with, come watch with me. Sunday on around like 8:45. We'll be on here, and Lady D hopefully will be able to join me again this week, and we'll commentate on the episode together as we watch. So, B, go ahead, let the people know what's going on.
Hey guys, so I actually don't have anything going on except life and work, which is where I'm going right now. So yeah, no, don't expect any new videos or anything like that.
She's like, don't expect nothing from me ever. Right now.
Hey, honestly.
It's not coming. Straight up, if you're holding your breath, you die. Don't do it. So nothing. There's that. I do this. I am going to hopefully be back on Sunday to watch live with you, AK. So that's going to be great.
Fingers crossed.
I am really looking forward to that because it looks like next week's episode we're going to see that accusation of Rhaenyra either with Daemon or with Kristen Cole. So I want to see how that's going to shake out. I'm really excited. And then, of course, I've been reviewing She-Hulk with you guys. And so that's been great. That's been great. I missed this week, and I'm sad because I wanted to talk about Megan Thee Stallion.
It was such a good episode.
You missed my bestie, girl. That's my best friend.
That was great. Like, I think maybe if anything, maybe I'll do a video of that if I somehow figure out how to like reverse time or something like that. Otherwise,
fingers crossed for She-Hulk vids from Lady D, y'all.
Come on.
That was great. Like, She-Hulk was awesome. It's just so full of like little tidbits and girl power bits and things.
It's so quirky.
Stuff. It's awesome. Yeah, I love it.
Yes.
Cool. So there's that, and then yeah, I don't have anything. I'll see you guys on Thursday. I guess when you She-Hulk, and then on
Thursday She-Hulk. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Thanks for coming out, everybody.
Right. All right, Timolessi.
I don't really have anything going on. I have life, and I have a lot of goals I want to do on YouTube, but I haven't been able to do so. I don't know how to edit shit to save my life, so I tried. It failed.
I can hook you up with a very user-friendly program if you like.
Yeah, it was like I tried and it failed, and I was like, yeah. And I even tried to make a website and everything. It failed because I have, I'm OCD a little bit, and I can't make decisions to save my life. And yeah, it's I went through it. So yeah, I might try to do some videos. I was going to try to do some reaction videos, because people say I'm very interactive with the TV.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are.
Join us.
So
that is accurate.
Yeah. So I was gonna do a reaction. I should have done one to the intro scene, honestly. I think that's it. Yeah, but I really want to do some videos. Honestly, I have so many videos I want to do. I want to start a podcast with, some of my friends, my family. But like I said, I don't know how to edit shit to save my life.
All right. Well,
I did.
Hit me up.
I did try.
Over the weekend.
I did try.
Hit me up over the weekend. I use a couple of very user friendly editing systems, so we could work that out.
Okay, I'll do that, and probably after I move, because I was going to move. I have to move.
All right.
So pretty much everything's going on is me. Yes, everything going on is me.
All of the things.
All of the things. All right. So I'm doing, of course, House of the Dragon. I'm doing She-Hulk. I'm wrapping up Flower of Evil. Is getting ready to start. I think it's Modern Family. I'm pretty sure I'm probably saying it wrong, but it's a K-drama. Getting ready to start that. Still doing Grimm. Working my way through the Grimm. Girl, I got to the juicy part of season 2. And he found out the thing was singing, and he was getting ready to run up on Chief. So
I told you, if y'all have not watched Grimm when it was out, go watch it now.
It's so good.
If you remember Once Upon a Time seasons 1, 2, 3, and mix that with Game of Thrones seasons 1 through 4.
It's so good right now.
Mashed up in a cop show, a cop detective show that takes place in Seattle.
Yes,
it's
so good.
Freaking great.
So I'm watching that. I'm also getting ready to start back up season 2 since 8. I got through the first one because they made the movie episode 1, and so it was 2.5 hours long, and that was a lot. So I'm getting ready to start Sense 8 back up. Mr. Queen is still going. Umbrella Academy is getting ready to be wrapped up. Peaky Blinders is in the pocket.
Oh my God, I love you so much.
I still got to get to that.
Come on.
I know.
Want to talk about boss ass? Come on, we all
what I heard.
Blinders. So I finished the season.
Where have you been all my life? Where have you been? All my life.
I know. I'm sorry.
I'm legit about to cry. You know how hard it is to find somebody else who. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. Okay.
No. All
whenever you review it
on YouTube. Like,
whenever you review, I'm there with you. Okay. Right.
I've already watched all of it. What I do is I do reactions. So mine is already all done.
Yeah. Go to her channel. Go to her channel.
Season 6 will be put up soon.
You watched the last season?
Oh yeah, absolutely. They better hurry to come out with this movie quick.
I haven't finished the last season.
Listen, I was in my feelings, but it was a really good season. It really, come on, Peaky Blinders, but it is. So that's getting ready to start up. Anime season is getting ready on Beyond and Poppin'. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. October is coming. We got like 8 shows. I'm trying to prepare myself. And I'm still playing Witcher 3. I'm never going to finish this game. And not because it's a horrible game, but because I'm doing all the things. So the most. So I'm doing that. And I'm also preparing for October. I got to pick a game that I'm going to cry on. But other than that, that's it. That's all I got. See? Stuff.
Work. Yeah, that's it. And y'all know, for me, Sundays we do the watch alongs. You do have to have your own HBO Max subscription to get it, because I will never show the actual video on there. You'll hear the audio so we can sync up. That's about it. Tuesdays, I believe we are. What the hell are we doing on Tuesday? Shit. Okay, I'm gonna need to go consult our chats on that, but something's going down on DJ Wun Wun's channel with me, Fandom D Saint, and DJ. So come through for that. Wednesdays we'll be talking about Westworld. We had to push it back from last week, so I believe episodes 5 and 6 is where we're at for a Wednesday discussion. Then Thursday we are on episode 4 of She-Hulk. So come through on DJ Wun Wun's channel for those 3. We always have a great time. It's fun. And if you're not watching She-Hulk, please go watch She-Hulk.
Go watch She-Hulk.
It's so quirky and literally lifted off the pages of the comics. A lot of folks don't know that. That fourth wall breaking thing that she does, she didn't steal that from Deadpool. She was doing that way before Deadpool did. So, yeah, go check her out. And Tatiana Maslany is playing the hell out of that role. She is great. So you won't be disappointed. Go check it out. All right, so that is the show for tonight. You know, we all got works in the AM and whatnot. So
somebody might not have work in the AM depending on how my back is.
Did y'all
Right.
watch P-Valley?
You said what?
What Valley?
Did y'all watch P-Valley?
No, I don't watch P-Valley.
I have not.
That's
I've
not
heard about it, but I haven't
my
watched it.
bag.
Oh, I don't talk to any of y'all.
Shit.
Oh, God. Oh, hell no. Hell no.
You know what,
Hell
Timo?
No, hell to the no. Oh, Lord.
See, you know what? Okay. On that note, we will sign off.
Yes.
Come back and hang with us. Come back and hang with us next Sunday, y'all. We'll be back on and have another great guest on for episode 4.
Super excited.
And we just keep pushing, y'all. Please stay positive and stay safe
Have a great
out there in the realm.
day.
And have a great week. We'll see y'all next time.
Bye.
Peace out.